All right, we're live again. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of First Play, the game where we struggle with the rules and you guys get to make fun of us at home. Today we're going to be playing Arkham Horror Third Edition. If the board, for those of you familiar with Second Edition, wasn't enough of a clue that we're playing Third Edition. They've changed a lot of things so far from what we've seen, and primarily looks like it's aligning itself with Eldritch Horror, which is kind of like a cross in between Elder Sign and Arkham Horror as far as length, complexity, etc., etc. So that's kind of nice to see that consistency come across. I wonder if they're going to redo Elder Sign eventually too, to kind of bring it all into the same thing. Anyways, we're done setting up, which took a while, right? I mean, Mike, you want to go over the process of setting up real quick on what we did?
So every game you play, you select one of 4 scenario cards. In this case, we're doing the recommendation of the rule book and playing Approach of Azathoth, the introductory adventure. On the back of it, it has the setup instructions for how to set up the board, which tokens to put in the Mythos bag for random drawing, and which monsters to put in the monster deck, and a finalized thing, which I'll go into in just a second. Other than that, you separate based on the name of the districts. For instance, as a merchant district, you get out the merchant district cards, the river town, etc. You get out the decks, individual decks for each of the 5 neighborhoods, and also the generic streets deck, which the streets are in between.
Yeah, and these are totally modular.
And then you shuffle them. There are additional locations, so I didn't even look, or nor did any of us look at the back of the tiles, but I'm guessing these are 2-sided tiles, because there's other neighborhood decks.
Is this the extent of the tiles, or is there more tiles?
That's
in
it.
the box? Okay.
There's an anomaly deck. There's 3 different types of anomalies. This scenario says to use this particular one. There's a headline deck, newsprint type thing. And most importantly, there's an event deck. Each deck for the event cards has listed in very small print on the bottom of the card what scenario it belongs to. So we've created the event deck here. Then everybody takes their characters and gets their starting item, which are on the back of the card. It lists your options for taking things on the back of a card. These look very much like Eldritch Horror type cards, very similar. Excuse me. So you take your starting items, and that's what you start with. In addition, there are helpers, spells, and items, as well as special items, which don't get only get referenced by name in a particular case. But we start with, in the marketplace, 5 available items to purchase. Purchase numbers are in the upper left-hand corner. You'll notice that something somewhat similar to Arkham Horror Limited, the living card game. If you've ever played that, when you gather an ally or a particular set of armor or an elder sign, it normally gives you additional health and sanity that you can get to your character, and you can apply the damage to a card. Well, this game is picking up on that and doing that with cards. You'll notice at the bottom, there's health and sanity symbols on the bottom of cards.
Those are
just
allies.
Like the living card game, if you put that much damage on this card, it goes away. So this is a particular talent. So it has an ability to place damage on it. But if you exceed the damage on it, you discard the card. Gotcha. So you can notice that some of them are here.
And this is also similar to Eldritch Horror, right? The market being something that's available to purchase at. There's
a general store right here, for instance. It has some rule I'm not familiar with at the moment, but excuse me. We are all starting based on the scenario instructions in the train station. The scenario card also has us put doom tokens down, which we did the mandatory ones, and then flip one card to add a doom token, which we happen to have placed in the train station.
Smack where we are.
I am aware that if you end up with 3 doom tokens in a single spot, you're going to start putting an anomaly out. And if you end up with 5 in an area, you then have problems. The gates start to appear and things bad. Okay, so we have to, like much like everything else in Arkham Horror series of games, you have to control the amount of doom out there. But we are also seeking clue tokens, so we randomly drew 3 cards to start with to get our starting 3 clue tokens in certain neighborhoods. The idea being is when I get ready, and I'm going to read the scenario here in a second, it's going to tell us that we need to place clue tokens somewhere in this cards, like we typically do for Eldritch solving problems and such and so forth. So other than that, there's lots of tokens, and we're pretty much it. So without further ado...
Actually, give me a minute. We'll go around and introduce ourselves. Okay. Just real quick. So I'm John, because I don't know if everybody knows us. We have some new faces. And I'm playing Rex Murphy, who's a reporter, and he's cursed. I'll explain how that works when we get to actually playing the game, but that's me.
Okay.
Shelby?
I'm Shelby, and I'm playing Dexter Drake. He's the magician. His main focus is removing doom from the board. So.
My name's Ivan, and I'm playing Agnes Baker. She's a waitress, and she's a blood magic person. She can take damage to do better with her spells.
I think I paid her an Arkham Horror card game.
I'm Josh, and I'm playing Tommy Muldoon, the rookie cop. It's my job to keep everybody at the table safe.
And say, hey, see?
No, that's the gangster. Right?
Oh, not the cop.
Yeah, I was tempted to take the gangster when he took the cop, so I could read, hey, coppa.
Go ahead.
my name's Mike, and I'm playing Jenny Barnes, the dilettante. I have lots of money.
For you.
So
Mike also
basically, she's a rogue.
Yeah, gotcha.
A rogue.
Guns.
No guns.
I thought you had guns. In the picture, you have guns.
You either take money or guns.
Oh, you took money.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good call. Because
Figuring I can buy guns.
Yes.
The more money I have, the more guns I
All right,
have.
so-
What's your question?
My question, for our health and sanity tokens, do we want to stack them up and take away, or do we want to add to what is damage? How do we want to work it?
Oh, you mean like start with 7 and take it off?
Yeah. Or do we want to
I
add?
always
We've never been like too
The
worried.
rules say you remove them.
Okay, so everybody
So we
get
need
your
to-
health.
okay.
We're gonna go by the rules. Dang it.
But then
I don't know if there's
the extra tokens for the cards. Would it
No, you
make
place the
sense?
put 'em
damage.
on
You
there.
put the damage on the card,
And then you take it off
and
when
you
you're
kill
out.
the person or thing when you.
Oh, so you would put a stack on the card.
Yes. No.
No, you usually put damage on the card, and when it gets to the point, then you throw the card and the damage away.
Right.
Then it's
Okay.
doing like a
Which is-
reverse of
yeah.
what you're doing for your.
That's the card.
Okay. All right. Okay. 6. As long as we're all kind of
Yeah.
getting stuff together.
Well,
And I have
we don't
seven.
remove our cards when we go to Z.
No, that I understand. He was just asking, how do I count? Do I count up or do I count down? And
I'm usually,
honestly, we're all pretty honest, so we just keep up with whatever method we
Yeah.
decided. But I
well,
need to.
I forget a lot. So.
You place the damage on the card to indicate what it is, because then you can remove it by various effects and save your card.
Good job.
But we're working. Our characters are working in reverse.
Characters say you remove that many damage or horror tokens from your sheet, respectively.
So
I'm good.
stuck it on the sheet here.
Okay, so I am going to then mute us for a second, launch the video, and be right back, folks. And then you guys can see this video, and we'll shut up for a second.
A dark shadow grows in the streets and back alleys of our once fair city. Beneath the reassuring veneer of reality lurks an ancient evil. Somewhere beyond the emptiness of space and time. Horrific and bizarre events occur with increasing frequency. Strange lights flicker. People disappear. Those of us who dare investigate witness the inexplicable. We know the hideous truth, and we cannot run from it. We rare few must try to avert the end of the world, knowing it may well cost us our sanity or our lives.
There we go.
We're good to go. All right. Archimedes, I'm going to go get coffee, so I'm getting up, okay? Knock it off. Hey.
Alrighty. So. When we roll to test something, I'm just asking right now, is it equal or less or equal or above that you're supposed to roll?
Oh, it's number of successes. That's the number of dice you roll.
Okay, gotcha.
And you need 5 or 6 for a
All
success.
right. He's got his water. He's on his way
I was
back.
going to get into that in
Okay.
the rules, but what I don't have is was there a lead investigator token?
Sorry, I didn't bring it in.
I did not see one, unless it might be this.
Yes, that is it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Okay, the other thing we have to do, which occurs to me, is as a party, we have to nominate a lead investigator. And it stays fixed once you do it. And after that, anything that requires player order starts with the lead investigator and goes around the table in order, which will be drawing these, for one thing, or anything else that references player order. So the person that has the higher survival rate of dealing with stuff needs to be the leader of the party. So
I don't know how to quantify that because I'm a 7/7, but I only succeed on 6s.
I can prevent damage
To yourself or to
to
any?
myself and to anybody who's in
the
a
lead
square.
investigator may end up having to deal with
That's-
making decisions right off the bat.
Or getting hurt because that tends to happen.
Well, these go around the table to everybody, but there are circumstances that say lead investigator,
Yeah.
draw a card.
I mean, I'll take it if nobody else wants it. It's fine.
I think
mean,
for flavor, it should go to John as the journalist.
Oh, okay.
Just for fun.
And I got the hat.
Okay, so you take the flashlight token, and every
I'm
one
in
of us
front of
gets
the
one of
party.
those tokens. And the way that works, that's supposed to remind you that you've used your action.
Okay.
Flip
So
it.
the light side is you've got it available.
It's
The
on.
dark side means you've used
I'm out
it.
of batteries.
Yeah.
You're gonna forget
So your
that you
light
used
side
your
up
action?
means you haven't used your action, and then when you've used your action. Okay. All right. But I'll get in. So we've assigned that. All right.
All right.
All right. So the scenario, the story so far.
Dun, dun.
At the center of infinity slumbers Azathoth, lulled to sleep by the ceaseless piping of accursed flutes. Yet some mortals would seek to draw the infinite power and calamity of the blind idiot god to them, and thereby doom all of humanity.
Doom.
And we're going into a codex card, they call it.
Okay.
People walk with their heads down, shoulders hunched. With each new oddity, it becomes harder to pretend that nothing is wrong. But the vanishings, the strange lights, the sightings of inhuman creatures, they are not something that can be ignored, at least not for long. When a space has 3 doom, or a neighborhood has a total of 5 doom, place an anomaly in the neighborhood.
Okay.
If additional doom would be placed in a neighborhood with an anomaly, place that doom on the scenario sheet instead.
Uh-oh. No dome. No anomalies.
If
They're
you
all
would
gone.
resolve an encounter in a neighborhood with an anomaly, you resolve an anomaly encounter instead. When a neighborhood has 0 doom, remove the anomaly from that neighborhood.
There's your job.
Yeah.
Moving on to the second codex card that we were instructed to pull for this scenario, called Deja Vu. The day dawns the color of hammered lead, with a stillness and chill that settles over the gabled roofs of Arkham and lingers. As you go through your morning routine, you cannot shake the feeling of having done it before. The same breakfast, the same headlines in the newspaper warning of disappearance and odd goings-on. And a note, in your handwriting, reading, "The Demon Sultan approaches. Meet at the train station." Clue, when there are 3 or more clues on the scenario sheet, add card 4 to the codex. They're in numerical order. There's a deck of them.
Okay.
Doom.
I like that.
When there is 3 or more doom on the scenario sheet, flip this card.
Okay. Not happening.
something bad happens.
I will not let it happen.
I like that it ties into your investigating, so you're finding out more.
Yep. Little story book going on here. And so, now, it's player actions. On one side of this reference card, it shows the turn order in terms of action phase, monster phase, encounter phase, mythos phase. In the action phase, you can perform up to 2 actions. And any investigator can go in any order. So just because John's a lead investigator, he is not required, and we are not required to go in clockwise order. We can pick who wants to go first. But once you start your thing, you must finish your 2 actions. And one key thing to remember for those who play a lot of things like Descent and such and so forth is you cannot, in this game, duplicate an action. You can't move twice.
Each action,
you
no
cannot
more than
ward
once.
twice. So be careful there, because I know a lot of us have a tendency in some of these combat games to we want to move twice just to get across the board.
Yeah.
However, be careful when you look at the move action. You can spend money to buy a longer move than 2 spaces. Okay. So we do we're all going to take our action phase, and then the monster phase is going to occur.
Okay.
So we can pick which one of us wants to go and do something. Obviously, we have different skills. The key is we're after the clues, and we're trying to get rid of the doom tokens, to start with anyway. Monsters will move during the monster phase and come and get you based on the instructions on the monster card. These 2, by the way, are robed cultist types things, robed figures. They have an ability called Patrol. When they activate, just so you can anticipate this, they move towards the unstable space, which right now is the train station. But that can change based on encounters that we draw. And typically we will draw encounters from the back of the deck, so you don't know what you're getting into. Okay? And every time that symbol changes on the face-up discard, the unstable space changes. It's kind of handy, I've noticed, to have a little, well, maybe an Azathoth figure to place in the unstable space, if we had such a token. Thought about bringing my little altar token that I would have thought I have at home. I could have brought.
We got so much stuff between.
Just so you know that's a good idea to put a token that you can recognize, but it's the train station right now is the unstable space. So they're going to head for the unstable space currently when the monsters activate. So we're ready to go. If you want a question on a particular how it works, if you haven't seen these rules before, we'll describe them as we go. But to start with is
the only thing I know. I'm gonna follow what my lead says here. Is my focus should be on getting clues.
Okay.
Situation.
So the
That's
way
a
to get a clue, the way to obtain the clues, is you need to be in the neighborhood where the clues are, and have an encounter, which means no monsters are on top of you. Now remember that the encounter phase is after the monster phase. So if you get hit by a monster and the monster doesn't get killed, you cannot encounter in that neighborhood. If you're engaged with a monster, you would. So, but you want to be in the neighborhood when the encounter deck draws, and hope that the encounter deck allows you to pick up one of these clues. Solve a problem. It says, pass this, get a clue. Then once you possess the clue on your character card, when it comes around to an action phase, you can then research, test your eyeball. I'm not very good at that. So those people that are good at eyeballs, observation, should be the clue gatherers.
And looking at this, it would appear, just looking at this, that this tells me that if I complete a lore or a will thing of something, I get that? No.
That is similar to the previous Arkham Horror that indicates what's likely to occur as an encounter in that location.
Right, that's what I was trying to get at.
It doesn't mean you get to test those. It means it's likely to be either a lore or a will encounter, and the things you're likely to be resolving are these things.
Okay.
That's what this means on each location.
Yeah, so
That's the
one I played
likelihood
was
of what
like
one
you
of these
said.
encounters does in that location.
So which is the symbol that would try to get me those clues? I'm trying to figure out if I
I
go
think
here.
it's on the
there-
card when you flip it.
there is no such thing. It's on the card itself. Yes.
All right. All right. So
you
let's
won't,
see how
you
this.
won't know until you flip a card. So, but you cannot get these clues unless you have an encounter in the neighborhood.
All right. So
So
I'm just gonna make these assumptions. If I go right now, for example, I move here because there's a 50-50 chance I'm gonna land a skill, lore, or will, right? Because I don't even know what that monster thing is. I'm guessing I encounter something.
that's a remnant. There's remnant tokens down in front of Ivan.
These cute little tentacles.
They give you special abilities. They give you special abilities when it says something about remnants.
Okay. Are you guys okay with me moving first? I'm figuring out what's
I
going
just have
on.
one question real quick because I was going to ask you what the remnants were because we can ward if you roll lore to remove doom equal to your test result from your space. If you remove 2 or more, you gain a remnant.
Correct, but you have to have 2 doom on
Yeah.
the space and
Right.
have 2 successes. By the way, rolling dice, 5s or 6s are successes unless you're cursed.
Like me, which I'm 6. I have a family curse. I only roll 6s. All right. So then movement. I have to move somewhere if I want to go get those clues.
Or someone can start by warding and taking that doom
Yeah, I
token
was
down.
thinking either one
Sure.
of us two.
So
wanna-
try to
there
ward
is
that
there
first
is
one.
that.
I don't know if it affects me.
You can take an either action. Well, the doom tokens don't affect anybody, but as I read here,
they
if they
grow.
stack up. And how do they stack up? Well, various encounters could cause them to occur,
Ah.
but what's really going to make them stack up
Okay.
is we're going to be drawing 10 tokens out of this bag.
Yeah.
Are going to cause doom to spread like wildfire.
Then why don't we let those 2 go first? Try to get rid of the blah blah blahs here, the doom tokens. So Shelby, you want to start off where we are, and
You wanna-
Sure.
Yeah.
I can start.
And if you fail that one, I'll try it.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
not, you move
Then
and
I
try
will
the other one.
ward. My lore is 4. I need 4 dice.
Which dice would you like?
I do not care. 4 dice. Okay.
So this is just an action, and it's called what? Ward? No.
Ward.
It's
Yeah,
ward.
it's a
Remove
ward
doom equal to your test results from your space. So you
got
got
I got a
one.
5.
You get rid of 1 doom.
Yay.
Doom. Doom. You still have an action left.
So now you can move or gather resources.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna
Or
move to the
trade is all
next space, so that when it comes back around to my next turn, I can try to get the
Go over
other.
there.
Or
Yeah.
so that's a movement question I had. Is this 1, 2?
Yes.
Think so.
Okay. Because he can reach here and potentially.
And you also have the gather action to gain a buck. So if you
True.
feel like, and you can also pay $2
Just to let you
to
know,
get.
I'm planning on going over here. Mm-hmm. And if I don't know, do we want to split up or do we want to stick together?
Doesn't matter in this game, really, as far as I
Okay.
can tell.
Well, if
That's
you have
for my
abilities that
ability.
if you're in the same space,
Yeah.
there are same space abilities, there's same neighborhood abilities.
We have same abilities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you got to watch your same
So
space
actually,
abilities.
what we should do is us two move first, and then other people, if they want to be in
Well, I
space with
think
us.
for the first couple
Shelby
rounds,
needs to
we'll be
figure out
safe
her
to
second
spread
Yeah.
out, and then we can come back together if we have to.
All right, money.
Money. All right, she's staying
All
there.
right.
Who wants to go next then? You wanted to
I'll
go?
go next.
Okay.
So I'm gonna. Can you move me over to the other Doom token in that neighborhood? Yes.
So
And then you're
that
gonna
was
ward.
one action to move,
One
2
action to
spaces.
move, and now I'm gonna cast to ward. So I have a lore of 4 die.
Yeah. You need 5s and 6s to 6 again.
Yeah, just checking if there's anything else that affects it.
And then you flip your thing
Okay.
when you're done.
And if you have any focus or anything like that, which you don't, because
Not yet.
Okay.
I
You wanted to go next?
Yeah, I'm gonna move up to the
Did
top
you-
over there.
did
after
you
the
remove
rogue
it
Figure.
or failed?
He wants to go up here.
As the rookie
You
cop, I
can't
have a
reach.
special ability. I can move 3 spaces instead
Okay,
of 2,
alright.
and I can spend $1 instead of $2 for an extra extra
1,
movement.
2, and then your boost
Yep.
3.
Okay, so you are now in a space with a monster.
Yep, I want to fight him.
What is
Want
this?
to fight
I
it?
don't even know
Okay,
what this
so
is.
he's taking an attack
It
action.
was from the setup.
So you give the person that's fighting
Rogue
it,
figures. I understand. Monster, human, cultist. That was your chat. So
and
that's
he,
a.
and he flips the card,
Okay, now you
You
see
flip
what
it.
is.
and there's its abilities.
You got cultist.
Okay.
Human cultist. So it's got 1 health. It's got a -0 to its strength. These are negatives against me. Is that what those are?
Those are modifier dice to checks.
So you would lose a
Okay,
die if it
check.
was a -1.
Okay, now at the bottom of the card, it's the damage it does. So it does no horror damage, so you don't need a horror. So there's no horror.
It's one
One
red.
health.
It does 1 health when it damages you. It deals you 1 physical damage.
No, not yet.
Not now.
In
Like
combat.
if you fail.
When the monster
Oh, if I
activates,
fail. Oh, okay.
and if you fail. Okay, so you're taking an attack action. Choose a monster in your space, and you can engage it by playing it next to your investigator sheet. You resolve a strength test modified by the monster's attack modifier. Okay. For each success you roll, deal 1 damage to the monster. Mark this damage and placing the tokens on the card. They stay with the monster when it moves. If it has greater than or equal to, you have defeated it.
One to it.
When you have defeated it, place it on the top of the monster deck,
Okay, it's over there.
and you draw from the bottom.
Okay.
Just so you know, that's why it goes on the top.
I've got a strength of 3, so I get 3 dice for that. But then I've also got Becky gives me a +4 to my strength as part of an attack action. So I got 7 dice total.
Good old Becky.
This is the only reason why I kind of don't like counters. They're really hard to see who the heck is who where.
Yeah.
Especially
From a top
all
view
the
camera.
art on these are very dark. So
No, I'm
Yeah.
talking about a top view camera.
Well, yeah.
yeah.
You have
Okay.
real problems figuring out who's where.
You can't even
Yeah.
barely
I
see
got- I got
them
success.
on
You
the
got
board.
success.
Where are we?
So you place him on the top of the deck.
Nice.
Okay, so you took 2 actions of move and attack.
Yep.
He rode over and shot the cultist in the face.
I'm gonna fix that by doing this, guys. At least we can see where the heck we are. They can see where the heck we are. All right, Mike, did you want to go next, or?
If you're doing that, let me just take these off.
I mean, I was just gonna
trying to
go
figure-
gather clues. So
That's a good point.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't.
figured just
I
do
have poor lore and a poor of observation.
okay, I'll go next then
I
and
can
So-
see
think
what
that
I can.
visually looks better even from our view.
Yeah,
Potentially, I mean,
it's helpful.
Okay, so I'm still figuring out here what can I do.
if you just want to gather money or buy equipment, because that's one of your
Well-
specialties too.
Yeah.
Do you have to be in a special place to buy it?
The market. So he needs to go there, which will take a while.
And then the cultist is
So
going to attack.
Well,
I know,
assuming it
'cause it's
doesn't
moving
move.
towards the, yeah.
I will move.
I didn't catch it, but there's no space that allows you to jump like a taxi station or something, right? And move around faster.
No.
Okay.
Not that we've come across yet.
And
We didn't check what any of these spaces really do.
We'll get there when we get there.
I will focus observation.
Okay, so that's an action you can do just to focus.
Well, I'm in the clue spot, so
Yeah. I understand.
so in the event, and I have a focus limit of 1, so
1, 2, and I will. That was a move, and I will try to get what is it?
Ward?
Research. I want to try to gather those clues.
you can't.
Okay.
It's in the encounter phase.
Oh, so I gotta go. So in the
You got
meantime,
to do an action phase.
You can roll for lore and try to remove that.
You can do the warding
yeah,
action.
which is a possibility, or I can get money, which is another possibility. Or I can focus a skill of my choice.
So you could focus for
Let's focus.
observing later.
Let's focus my will.
It's going to be the skull or the head.
The head. All right, because it's my weaker of the stats. So is this now? This is a reroll.
It's a reroll. 1 dice.
Okay,
Oh, so
but
it's
this
not
is
really
the.
all
It
just
seems
change
kind of
the
crazy that
roll.
we're using these tokens for focus because this is +1 on it. This is when you level up your. No. Okay. I'm thinking Eldritch Horror
No,
here. That's
I understand where your thought process is.
Maybe the
Focus action. Choose 1 skill,
Maybe
gain a
they're dual
focus. Skill value is increased by 1 for as long as you have the focus token.
oh, so
Can be spent while resolving
okay.
a test to re-roll the dice.
Oh.
So it
is an
increases
increase,
and it's
yeah.
a reroll.
Yes.
okay. Excellent. That makes a heck of a lot more sense.
So, for each focus token you spend, re-roll 1 die, even if the skill being tested does not match the focus token.
Ah. Okay.
I have a feeling it chose the other spell.
So that makes him not as horrible as I thought he was going to end up
That's
being.
why I did observation. I get up to 3 now, so I have a chance of getting a clue token, a little better chance,
Okay. All right.
since I'm in the clue area. All right, so every player is gone.
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
So we're into the monster phase. Each ready monster. A ready monster is when the art is face up. An exhausted monster, if it's on the board, is when it's been like that. In other words, if you evade a monster, you can make it exhausted, and nope, it won't do anything. It'll miss the first 2 steps and then become ready. So it's going to move 2 spots. Based on its description on the bottom, it says patrol. Move towards unstable space. Engage the highest influence character.
So it's going to head to me and whoever that other person is.
So it moved 2
Influence.
spaces
I have
towards the train station.
Yep.
And whichever one of you 2 has the highest...
I have an influence of 3.
I have 2.
Okay, so he's going to go after me. Bye-bye.
I have a question,
Okay.
Mike. Is the train station still unstable even though there's no doom counter on it?
That has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
It's just that.
Okay.
it's
It's
just
Whatever
looking
card
for-
has, whatever card is face up that has the doom symbol
Okay.
is the unstable space. And that hasn't changed yet.
Okay, so
So the monster activate. Engaged monsters attack.
okay.
It's engaged with Investigator, deals damage and horror. The Investigator is engaged with equal to the number of damage and horror icons
health.
at the bottom of the monster's card.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to prevent you from taking damage.
Oh, because you're in my same space? Is that
Yes.
okay?
So I can roll my lore to prevent you from taking damage.
Awesome.
Okay. It costs you sanity. Yeah, sanity cost on the bottom
Sanity.
to cast spells. Spells all have sanity costs on the bottom of the card.
Just be aware
But
of
I
that,
can
right?
I can use my blood instead. But then I'm just like
Yeah, no,
stopping you
it's-
for one.
There's probably a rest. No, there isn't a rest.
No, there's
some-
healing spots.
Yeah, there's going to be somewhere on
healing
the board where
spots
you
that
can,
you can-
heal or things like that. so
And you
just
can
keep
put the
that in mind.
damage on cards that have the appropriate damage
Well,
spot.
I might take it anyway because I get the added benefit of a free focus after I cast a spell.
Go for it.
So, plus we get to see it work.
So cast to see if the spell is successful. If it is, I you grant 1 damage to me, or you put damage. It's successful
successful?
based on what I see here.
So you took
So he doesn't take damage, but I lose a sanity.
And you gain a focus because of you cast a
Yeah,
spell.
and I get a focus, and I'm gonna focus on my lore.
So somebody give me a
My
plus
good
1.
lore, even better.
All right.
Yep. Very good. Okay, so you prevented the damage. Well, effectively, you took it yourself.
And I don't attack this thing. It just engaged me. That's it.
It's engaged. It sits there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's engaged with you, but other people,
Does it stay on him or does it stay on
it
the
stays
spot?
on him until somebody else decides to engage it,
Okay.
I might just kill it.
which by taking an attack action.
I could see if a lot of people are engaged. We don't have anything visually on the map to say where that monster is.
That's why it
now 'cause
states-
it's on you.
Well, it's engaged with me. So wherever I am,
So now-
that's where the monster
Yeah,
is.
Okay,
I'm just saying,
so-
like I don't notice what's in front of you as much as I notice what's on the map.
I understand.
Okay, so now the monster readies. It's no longer.
Oddly enough, this makes the miniatures even better because now you can put
If
this
you could-
cultist.
If you have a sizable enough collection.
Because good luck finding them now. We have some in the store, by the way. If you guys know.
So is that
Yeah,
staying?
that thought occurred to me was to bring in all my Mansions of Madness figures, but I didn't want to confuse
Yes,
the
it's
stuff.
engaged with me.
The Mansions
Me
of
and him
Madness
are having
might be
a quarrel,
adequate
So
for
even if
this.
it
I'd have
leaves,
to check.
I don't
you leave the
think so.
space.
I don't know if I can leave
Okay,
space with a
so-
monster on me.
you don't?
I don't know. I'd have to find out.
So, encounter phase. You draw
Yeah, you
and
need to evade to disengage.
So now we're in encounter phase, so we gotta get.
you
that.
draw and resolve an encounter matching your space, unless
Unfortunately, you can't.
you are engaged with a monster. You
Okay.
get no encounter.
Yeah, so now we can't do the encounter.
Okay.
Okay,
But you can do
So-
an encounter.
so
Everybody's gonna do an
Everybody gets
encounter.
one.
you get one based on the neighborhood, and then you look. The cards are triple, so somebody's going to draw one here. They're triple spaced, and you pick the
This is
specific
like-
spot.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's the Arkham Horror was doing the same thing.
Well, no,
North?
yeah, it was. It's
Okay,
location.
so you
North side.
are in North Side.
train station. If you pace in front of the ticketing window, the exhausted-looking ticketing agent tells you something about bad weather and a derailment on the Boston Arkham line. You may become delayed to keep waiting for your acquaintance's train to arrive. If you do, gain one ally. I may become delayed
That means all you do next turn, you
to
should get
gain
up.
an ally.
If that's what you want to do.
So the definition for delayed in this one, you're delayed, tip the investigator token to the side. At the start of your turn during the next phase, you stand up, and that's. But you can perform only a single action.
Oh, okay. So you still get to do something.
But I would be an ally.
So you,
I think I'm gonna
end
do
up
that.
spending an action to get
Yeah.
undelayed,
Right.
and the second action is whatever.
Is whatever. Okay.
Ally
Yeah,
sounds good.
I'll do that to get an ally. Why not?
So you are delayed.
Okay. Thanks.
I'm gonna put that. Then just remove that. The pawn. Base.
Yeah, I got you.
So now, because he's engaged with the monster in the same space I'm in, I'm not engaged. So I
No,
do
you're
an
not.
encounter. Okay.
So that card goes on the bottom of the deck.
This one.
Who'd you get?
Henry Wan, an actor. Once per round, you may pay half the price, rounded up, to buy an item. This does not stack with other
You are
cost
in the
reductions.
Unvised Isle.
I don't even know what items are here. To be honest.
Unvisited Isle.
Unvisited. Okay. So I've got a thick fog rolls in over the island. You fear you might never escape it. And I've got a little will symbol there. If you pass, you retrace your steps and discover a gift has been left in your boat. You gain 1 curio item. If you fail, you sleep in the cold, damp mist until morning. You suffer 1 horror and become delayed.
So you can test.
There's actually
It's
4
not a- it's not a-
curios.
Yeah, it says test your
It's not a
will.
can. I think I have to.
Okay,
so it's
test
not
your
like yours.
will.
You have
Yeah.
the choice. So I test my will, which is only 3. Oh, I am delayed, and
Take a horror.
that's the
Yeah.
okay.
Ooh. That's a
Not
shame.
doing so well.
Can we get one of those over here? He's also delayed. Thank you. And then it's the downtown.
Yeah. Downtown.
I was
Independence Square. A flea market has sprung up, filling the square with happy voices and colorful wares. You browse the stalls in something of a daze, hoping to take your mind off the terrible things you have seen. You may buy any number of common items from the display.
Ooh, common item.
terrible thing you saw of shooting
Can I
the
get
cultists
past
in
them
the
so I
face
can
with a
read
shotgun.
them?
Yeah.
So you can actually have suggestion here that opponents, but other members read the encounter and let you make the decisions without knowing
okay.
what the benefits
Yeah,
or
that makes
penalties are.
Oh, I like that too.
The only one I can afford is some liquid courage.
I mean, it might actually
I
be
need it.
beneficial for you because that way when you're dealing, because what's your sanity?
My sanity's 5, and I've got Becky who can take 3 for me.
Okay.
Keep in mind you can do trade actions with people in the same spot and pass cards on to other people.
What does a liquid
You cannot
courage give you?
trade
It
your
allows
starting
you to
items.
Oh, okay.
It just
I
you
could use
stack.
that.
Every time you lose sanity, you take a swig of the whiskey instead. Until it can take no more because it's empty.
Sorry.
Yeah, right.
Why not? Let's buy some liquid courage.
Sounds good. Does that replenish the supply, Mike, when somebody buys something?
Yes, you flip another green card up.
Okay. Anybody else want to look at these?
Yeah, I want to see them.
I would really like to get the cigarette case because that'll help a lot. But... Ooh, a shotgun, guys. +5 to your strength as part of an attack action. E6 you roll as part of the attack action counts as 2 successes. This is useful for people that are monster hunters like you.
Okay, so are you
What is this symbol, Mike?
the hands? It's a
Yeah.
two-handed item. You can't have more than two-handed items, 2 hands worth of items in your
So you
possession.
can't have that and the shotgun.
You can, but you can't use.
You can't use them at the same
Does that
time.
make sense? You
Well,
can't
he said
go.
in his
I'm
possession.
gonna have a shotgun, and I'm gonna use a bullwhip, and I'm also gonna shoot a gun.
Is it possession or use?
Should be used.
Use makes sense, but he was one with the rule book.
Is it the
Yeah, I
hand
see. I
circle?
want that
I
cigarette
want the
case.
cloak.
Is that
Add
another
1 to the
rule book?
result of one, because that's gonna help with the 6.
Yeah.
I thought it
For
was
sure.
a scenario book or something.
Yeah, the cloak is nice. Mostly because it allows you to do the encounter without having to.
It's the number of hands required to use the item during a test.
Oh,
Yep.
this is like an index.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's doing
Okay,
a test, guys, so you
is
can...
everybody else?
Yes, we're done.
Merchant District, River Docks. You bump into Abner Weems, the local drunk. He cries and tells you how his wife and daughter were taken away by a horrible bat-like creature with 3 burning eyes. You may become delayed to console him. If you do, he gives you something. Before he passes out, you gain 1 common item.
Okay,
So we're just going to end up all delayed out here, are we?
So let's... Person to your left or whatever not reads you your card.
Yeah, after this round, yeah.
Okay, so if you draw an event card, which by the way will have a clue token at the top of the card, something different occurs. So just be aware.
Okay.
Well, it still occurs, but something different happens to the card.
Okay.
So now we are in the Mythos phase.
Yeah, that's usually
Okay,
what bad
so
stuff
common
happens.
item.
Oh, he's not there.
These are the common items.
Sure.
I'm feeling he likes the Sunday getting spoiled day.
Mm-hmm.
It's always good.
Oh! Look at that. So let's make sure the definition is correct here. If you're instructed to gain a common item. Okay, if you are instructed to gain a card with a specific trait like a common item or a curio item, reveal cards from the top of the deck until you reveal a card with the indicated trait.
So it's not
Gain
from
that
the-
card, and
So it's random.
so
Okay.
there's a... Gain that card, shuffle the
No,
other,
you will
reveal
gain
cards
an
back
ally.
in the deck.
Yeah, one was
You're
an
good.
ally, yeah.
Well, somebody was going to try to get in curio, weren't they? Or something.
Yeah,
So I'm
maybe
going-
fast. Yeah.
So I'm
Things that I
going
could buy.
Yeah.
to go for a
I
common
think we did
item.
it right.
Item common painkillers.
Mike's getting addicted.
So we got booze and
She's
drugs.
got the money
Yeah,
to
well,
do.
yeah. Sorry.
It's bad.
What happened? And
You know, when you see the things I've seen, you do what you have to, right?
All you saw was you shooting a guy in the
I
face.
saw a guy in
It's
the
pretty
room.
horrific,
Okay,
right? Becky blew us
that's
up.
all you saw.
In case anyone's wondering why I keep saying Becky, the name of my gun is named Becky.
Okay.
Which is beautiful.
It's like, oh my God, Becky!
Becky blew up.
All right. So that was all the encounters.
Yes.
Yep.
Mythos phase.
All
where
right.
Bad
So
stuff
here's
happens.
where the stuff goes sideways, so to speak.
Always.
Mythos phase. During the Mythos phase, each investigator takes a turn drawing tokens, starting with... Okay. On your turn, draw 2 tokens from the Mythos cup, one at a time, and resolve their effects. After you have drawn your tokens, do not return them to the cup.
Token numero uno.
Interesting.
Cthulhu flies.
Spawn monster.
Of course.
Of course.
Spawn one.
Bottom of the
Draw a bottom card of the monster deck, placing it on the board as instructed by its spawn text.
Spawn text. Read spawn text in front.
On the unstable space.
Train station.
Oops, you're engaged.
Yay!
Okay, spawning a monster. Okay, that.
So you don't think
At least it's
shuffled
an
them?
easy. I don't think I did.
Yeah, it's just a cold test, I think.
Just keep that.
That one's on top, yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Because I asked if I should shuffle them and we didn't
Yeah.
know.
What? To start the game, yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Second
Summon.
one, yep.
Second.
Next.
The question: if it summons, is it engaged with her?
I was looking for that. I haven't.
Okay,
I haven't
we'll
seen
figure
it
it
that
out in a
says
minute.
so.
The monster phase says that each rated monster activates usually by moving. A monster
but
that
we're
moves
not-
into your space engages you. So
Okay,
We're
moves
not-
into your
yeah.
space.
It's
not-
and
We're not on a monster
I have a
phase
newspaper.
anymore, so.
Newsprint.
Dun, 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 dun. Extra,
Draw
extra.
and read the top of the headline.
I probably
there.
wrote it.
You did. You're the reporter.
The card affects only you unless it specifies otherwise. Then
Okay.
discard the
So
card.
does somebody else want to read
it?
it for me? Is that how this works?
No, you can just.
Curfew established. Sheriff Engel calls curfew routine. 3 missing persons in affected neighborhoods. Authorities insist nothing wrong. Headline, you suffer 1 damage for each monster in your neighborhood. Nothing. You're okay.
What are you talking about?
He's engaged.
Oh, you are engaged, so 1.
It was just meant to be.
And that is just discarded. It's not,
You want to
not
print that
replenished
again?
anywhere. So.
So much for that news, guys.
I mean, I could.
It's once per round.
Okay,
I could prevent it. Yeah, it's once per round.
Pass the deck along. Those
Now,
two
did these
need to
go-
be in a common discard pile until the bag is empty.
And then we add them back to the
I
bag.
got a newsprint.
Magician vanishes. Rabbit self. Full band count for the magnificent men freed underway. 7 white doves also missing. Foul play suspected. A dove is not poultry, but alright. Headline. Foul play. Get it? FLW. You disengage all monsters and move to the unstable space. I could have used that.
Which one's used?
That's
No,
me.
it's
It's me.
unstable
She's already
space.
there.
So
And she's
there.
disengaged.
Yeah, there's nothing going on.
It doesn't
to me.
do
You're
anything.
not engaged at the moment.
Yep. Okay.
Hold on. The monsters are not exhausted. They engage another investigator in their space. So how would you rule that? There's no other
She
investigator.
wasn't
Nothing
engaged
happened.
yet.
Yeah.
No, I understand. But
Yeah.
if you follow this, right? I mean,
There's no other investigator in the space.
right. But if she was there, it would have engaged me, for example. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
yeah. But if she was engaged to that, if she would disengage it, she's back there. It says engage another investigator. I don't
Right,
think
so
it would engage
another,
her. It would be
right,
In
That's-
that space, you don't.
Another.
Yeah.
Okay, what did you just get?
The Doom.
Doom, spread doom.
Sweet.
By
Way to go,
discarding the
Shelby.
bottom
How would
card.
you do this?
By discarding the bottom card of the event deck face up and placing 1 doom token in the location of the card marked with an asterisk, which is La Bella Luna in downtown.
Okay.
And now that's the unstable space.
I have a question.
Put it in the space.
She removed the token. Does it just come off the board, or does she collect them?
What token?
When I
she
remove
removed
the Doom
one?
over there.
It goes in back in the
Yeah,
pile.
that's what I thought.
Okay.
It goes back
Okay.
in the...
Clues you collect.
Yep. There you
Mike,
go.
say it like me. La Bella Luna. Bella. You gotta emphasize Bella.
It's
I
bad.
got a little monster guy
We'll spawn
Oh
one.
no.
Spawn monster
spawning an eyeless watcher in the unstable space. Hey, you've got
in
friends.
La Bella Luna.
Well, now the
No,
Bella
it's La
Luna
Bella
is
Luna.
Oh, now it's there.
is the unstable space
Because
It changed.
now. Because we
Oh.
changed it.
Because we discarded
Every
the
time you
card.
put a card here, the
Card.
unstable space
But
moves.
why did we put a card?
Because I
Because-
drew...
Because she
the-
drew spread doom and I drew
What
a
happened
card.
to my token?
Oh, every time you
So
spend
you
two,
took it over
it
there.
draws a card.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, put them.
And by the way, FYI, these cards are going to end up in these decks.
Yay.
And they're the ones that have the clue marker.
That's why when you shuffle,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yep.
I got a blank.
Not a
So nothing happens with that one. Pass the bag and
draw.
put the tokens down here with the rest of them.
Come on, blank. I got a clue.
Clue token. Okay, clue token. Spawn clue. Spawn 1 clue by taking the top card of the event deck and placing 1 clue token in the center and of the corresponding neighborhood. Then take that card and draw the top 2 cards of the corresponding neighborhood. Top
Shuffle
2.
it in.
Shuffle them around. That's how these clue versions of tokens get into the neighborhoods, and it's going to be in the top 3. So we finally have a clue event in that neighborhood.
Everybody there.
Okay,
Blink token.
No.
What is
is that a
Anomaly.
gate burst?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
looks like it.
Oh, this is the okay.
I'd like to point out that you guys suck.
Resolve a gate burst by taking the top card of the event deck and placing 1 doom token in each space of the corresponding neighborhood.
This is like pandemic.
Yep. Rivertown.
Here. Okay.
So we need to
All right,
get.
so there's 4 in that one. If it gets to 5, bad stuff
Oh,
happens.
no.
Ooh. So
Okay.
like we could have each drawn.
Then shuffle a card.
Yes. You get how this goes
Okay.
south fast.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not finished. Then shuffle that card and the entire event discard pile together and place them on the bottom of the event deck.
All right, so at least it won't come up. Well, it drew from the bottom before,
Now-
so.
Well,
Yeah. I still want to go out and buy like a wood chest or something for this deck thingy.
okay, so
No, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
during the Mythos phase, okay, so there is, where did that rule go? There's something, but I'm going to finish with this.
Let me look for it while you're.
How am I gonna get down
It's, but I want to keep the reference sheet.
Okay.
Okay, my first token is
Was it taking the cards that were
Spread
revealed or
Doom.
taking the other one?
once by discarding the bottom and put it in the graveyard.
So then the question is the timing.
Doom in the graveyard.
Which district? Rivertown.
Oh,
That's 5.
So the question is the timing.
Place an anomaly in that neighborhood. Yeah. I'll look for it here in a second. But I'm just going through the Mythos phase. It has to do with the encounter phase, I believe, is where I read it. It's probably back in the encounter phase. But more Doom, and it's back to La Bella Luna. There's still stuff in the bag.
Wow.
We did not clear as much as we added.
Nope. Welcome to Arkham Horror.
There's no keeping this, balanced, or what's the word I'm looking for?
Under control.
There's no
Yeah,
stabilizing
so we
this.
can
It's
just
just
slow it down.
minimizing.
You can, yeah. So it's
So,
a mix
so
of.
like we're clearing Doom, we're just slowing it down, but really the investigation is what we need to get done, right?
Well,
What
you
is the
can't.
win case?
So I'll tell you in this case. Well, we gotta put clue tokens on there. I believe is what
yeah,
to
we gotta
advance.
get clue
How
tokens.
many
advance.
clue
Three.
tokens? 3.
So I have a
Or more.
question regarding the research thing. Right? You test to place clues equal to your test results onto the scenario. I am guessing you have to obtain the clue tokens.
Yeah.
Okay. So just because you have them doesn't mean you get to put them on there. Okay. Just to give you an idea. So typically in Arkham Horror, there's a series of things with the second edition you have to keep under control. The number of monsters, the number of gates opening. It's a recurring theme through all of these. Things go south quickly. So yeah, you're trying to put out fires where you see them.
Yeah. And by the way, while engaged, you can only do focus, attack, and evade. That's it.
I got to attack.
You can't run away from
yeah.
So does this,
monsters
do
are
we
engaged.
spawn something here?
We got that anomaly there. I don't
The
know.
anomalies spawn.
Yeah, but doesn't the anomaly spawn something?
No, the anomaly shuts down the encounters, and now you have to do an anomaly encounter.
Oh, okay.
But I can shut down the anomaly by doing what now?
Remove
Removing-
all Doom tokens.
So we need to
And you're delayed.
clarify.
But you can
I'm
do whatever
also
you gotta
delayed.
And it's
do
just super far away.
and then move because you're not engaged.
So you want to hit the encounter.
Question
deck.
is, do you take this route
Cool.
and clear some doom here?
Sorry.
No, because
You can
this
do
is
this just
now
as easy as I
the
can.
location that all the monsters are gonna move towards.
Yeah, but that's gonna change, probably.
Not before they move. I don't think.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
not often is that
So I need to
what's it
go
called,
that way.
unstable space going to change until it's our Mythos phase.
Yeah. So I need to go that way.
All right, where is that? Of course, they didn't bother to put it in the under the event.
I better start charging him on dice. Am I gonna need it?
Well,
While you're
I
down
don't know
there,
where
I'm
it-
picking up that cigarette.
somewhere
case.
it's,
I would gladly.
if there's ever 0 cards,
Yeah, you said something about that earlier, but I don't know.
yeah, but I don't recall where it was, and it's not under the event section of the
God
rules.
forbid. Okay.
What are we looking for?
So
If
When the
we clear
discard
all
pile
that,
becomes 0, something occurs.
at a certain point in time, in the middle of Mike's turn, when he's resolving the end of the Mythos phase, that was empty. There was
Yes.
nothing there. Then he placed
But
the
I
card.
think it
there.
happens in one of the steps that I was reading, but
You mentioned it during setup. I don't know if it was.
setup.
Yeah, you mentioned you were like.
Okay, so everybody write your counters so that we are back in. And this is an extra one.
Yeah. Because we
It's
didn't
Archimedes
use those tokens. We didn't
there you
explain
go.
what
He's
those tokens
permanently
were. And we didn't know what those tokens were when we put all the components back in the box that we weren't using. It's like I have no idea what those question mark ones are. I don't even know if we need them.
Question mark.
Those
Oh,
ones.
I'm sure. That's wrong.
Like,
It's a
no
question mark.
idea.
Sometime.
It's a question mark. So yeah, I can see how, as part of a research action, add 1 to the result of each die you roll. So definitely I want to be researching. The only problem is getting there when I got monsters in my way.
Well, you need.
Well, I don't have a choice. I have to attack them.
Yeah.
And I only get 1 attack. So if I'm not successful with that attack, then I can try to evade him.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to kill him first.
Well, let the cop come over and help you. Let him go first.
Sure, I guess that's a possibility.
Can I engage your monster if it's
Yeah,
engaged?
Yeah,
Engage
you got to be in the same space and engage him.
Says
Question is, can you
attack,
reach?
engage a monster in your space.
Let's see, you. Oh yeah, you can reach
He
because you
can
roll
reach.
3.
He can move
He
forward.
moves 3.
Do you want me to come blow the thing's head off?
Yeah, and then he can. we need to, we need
on,
to get that
Becky.
investigation done.
So move, then blow his head off. That's your 2 actions. That's not a bad idea. Then I can concentrate on the investigation.
Okay, so that monster did engage you when it showed up, but then you had the event that disengaged it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's disengaged.
Oh, it did. So when
yes,
it
it
shows
automatically, if it
I
shows
kind
up
of
in a
figured
space,
it's an ambush.
yeah, it
engages.
wasn't clear.
it becomes engaged.
Yeah, but then it said
Then,
engage
then you
someone
got
else
rid
in
of
the space.
disengagement,
Yeah.
so you're
So
disengaged.
you got lucky with that.
If a
event.
ready monster is in the same space as an investigator
it
for
didn't-
any reason,
So in other words,
engages
I can't come
that
over here.
investigator.
But it doesn't attack. It's just
Engages.
engaged. Yeah, so she didn't.
No, she's fine. She did.
Yeah.
And in the end, it ended up the way
If they're
it's supposed
exhausted, that doesn't happen.
to. Yeah, boogers, buddy.
It's very annoying when you can't find a statement.
You read. It's like, where did I see that?
And it's not in where you would affect it in event deck. You would think you'd go right to the event deck when just maybe under discard pile event deck or discards.
There's nothing here about that.
If it's ever empty, there was a statement somewhere.
We could ask Uncle Google.
Well, in any case, we're going on to the next turn, and if we have to retroactively do something, do something. Let's not
This is
hold
why
up
it's
the
called
entire
first
game.
play.
Keep reading until I find it.
Yeah, that's going to be what I'm going to do.
All right, so
So we'll start with you? Yeah.
Boop, boop.
Room,
so you're going first?
Yep.
Okay. Sounds
Because
good.
that
Unless
should be
somebody
under
else
gate
wants to.
bird.
No.
We want you to come shoot him in the face.
Everybody else is just writing themselves,
So then you're
really.
engaging his monster,
Yeah.
so it'll go the
There
card.
you go.
will
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, all I'm going to do is undelay and try to clear that material that's on me.
And
nice,
yeah,
you got him.
you killed
Okay,
him.
so he's dead. And we don't get trophies like we
that-
do
no, it
in
goes on top.
Oh, that's right.
the other
Yeah.
games, do we?
Do we get anything for defeating monsters?
Oh, I know where.
He said that it goes on top of the thing, so I don't know. It has a little 2 on it.
Yeah, it does have a 2 on it.
What are you looking for?
Do we get anything for defeating monsters?
No, unless it has a remnant symbol on the ability.
What's the remnant
It's
symbol?
that tentacly
That's-
looking thing.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay. Okay.
Probably
They're just
the
plain
bigger
cold.
I
monsters
mean, it's a
out there.
weak.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
It's a good thing I ducked. All right.
I guess I can go. I'm just gonna undelay and try to clear again.
So you are.
The one
her?
that's still
Okay. There we go. The waitress.
And
On the lay-
you're doing a ward action?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I get one more. That's
Yeah,
okay,
you
I
got
cleared
it. You got it.
Totally cleared it. Yeah.
All right. That's good. Let's keep that up.
Cool.
So really, we need it there and clear.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The nice thing is, if you go in there and there's 2, and you get 2
Yeah.
successes, you're gonna clear 2 at a time. It's not 1 at a time, right?
Yeah.
I just couldn't get there and clear, and I wanted to
Can
clear
I just
something today.
take my turn?
Maybe this
Yeah.
time.
I'll just and then move 2 spaces.
Nope.
I'll join you all in that same.
She's not.
She's not engaged. Yeah.
Remember, you got.
Joining the pile?
Yeah. Because if I go this way, the monsters go this way. So, and I'm trying to get over here.
Yeah.
Because
Makes
this
sense.
is the
unstable space.
unstable space, so they'll move.
Yeah,
this
I have a
way.
lore of 1, so I'm not clearing any counters. Just so you
Yeah.
know.
I can clear a lot of counters, and I can flush ward.
I would try to concentrate on these wards, guys, if you can. Because that area is a problem right now. We got to get rid of that.
Mm-hmm.
You going, Mike?
Oh, so I'm only going to get one action on it.
Correct. That's why I'm saying if you want to go.
Boy, that's not useful in the slightest. So going over there doesn't help me any. Staying here is the best option, I would say. Let's see. Gain.
I'm going to focus my wisdom before I do the lore. Sorry, the lore.
Cash to recover.
Before
I
I
don't.
do.
This place you can buy health and sanity, by the way.
Nice. What is that?
TikTok Club.
Okay.
Oh, I couldn't.
That's
Go have a drink.
That's what it says. Cash to
Yeah.
that one
I need
is low.
sanity.
Boop. That's a good spot right there. But if I want to get somewhere useful,
You're not good at clearing counters?
I have a lore of 1.
Oh, you're not good at clearing
No.
counters.
You need to get off.
I would become engaged. Would that matter much? Well, I wouldn't get an encounter, so I will gather a buck. I think that's the only thing.
$1 for you.
I think that's the only thing I can do.
I will focus my lore, and I'm going to go ahead and give this a shot. Oh wait, no. That's in the encounter phase to try to gain clues.
Yes.
So I focus
Yeah,
the
you
lore,
can
then I
focus
will.
your actions
I
are
will
related
gather.
to that
I will
list.
gather. I'll take $1. Thank you. All right, we're all done.
Monster
Encounter
phase.
phase,
Monsters.
or,
They lead
phase.
such interesting lives.
So they're going to activate.
So the
Move
unkind
to
is
here.
La Bella Luna, so this tries to move to here. This one is a hunter. Move toward and engage the lowest influence. 1, 2.
I have 2 influence.
3.
2.
So it's between you two.
Then you get to choose.
So
One of
I
you
will-
just
I'll take
became
it.
engaged.
Is it a monster that being affected
Becky.
physically?
That's a good question.
What is it?
Well, you don't flip it until
No, flip it. Oh,
You don't flip it until you're
I'll
engaged.
take it.
Okay, so
Okay.
then you flip it and
Because I can
it
protect
attacks
them
you.
anyway.
It's going to do 1 to my sanity.
And you're going to have...
Drink some liquid courage for that.
good call. Yep.
It's giving me a -2 on my observation. And it's got 3 health.
Okay, so it looks like it doesn't have any immunity to physical weapons. You should be able to shoot it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was... Is that the only other monsters there?
Mm-hmm.
So
Just
it
got the
readies.
chair.
It's still engaged with you, but it
So
readies...
you-
No, ready's
Oh,
back.
yeah.
No,
ready.
that's the readied side. Okay, encounters. You don't get one
the rest
because
of
you're
us
in
do.
with the monster.
Let me try
The
this
rest of
clue
do, they're all
gathering,
from the green.
Yeah,
clue
let's
gathering
try.
thing. Let's see what's going on here. You want to read my encounter?
If it has a clue token on the top, it's an event.
Of course not. Why would it?
The unvisited isle, right?
Yeah.
Give me something good, cackles the old woman. Something for my cooking pot. Either test your lore to teach her a recipe using the island's vegetation, or spend 1 remnant. Well, you don't have any remnants, right?
Nope.
If you pass, there's a thing. So do you want to test it or not?
It passed something.
Yes, I'll test it. And I have 4 lore, so 4 dice, right? Because
Yeah.
I have 3 plus 1. I'm cursed, so I need 6s. Didn't make any,
You can use
but
a reroll.
this is not a research action, right? No.
No.
Okay, so yeah, I can use a reroll by spending 1 of these.
No, I think
You
you have to
spend
spend
the
it on
lore
the one
one.
that's focused.
Yeah.
Nope.
No,
Oh, you
No.
can
Rerolls are
Nice.
Okay.
usable by any focus
and
token.
it's just 1 die.
One or any, right?
Yeah,
Any
you get to reroll a dice
A die.
for every
Okay.
focus token that you discard.
Nope.
No.
Well, that's the problem.
No,
with
there's no bad
Being
stuff,
cursed.
so that's okay.
Once per round, while resolving a test, you may reroll 1 or all of your dice. So I didn't even need to do that. So that's 1.
Oh, that's your
I forgot I had
there
that
must
item.
be something that helped you.
Hey, I got 2. Look at that. That's Yahtzee almost.
Okay, she grubs within her apron for your payment, and you gain 1 curio item.
1
Draw on
curio.
top of deck
How do I
until
know
you
what
get a curio.
looks
It
like?
says the word curio on it.
Okay, it says curio. Curio Tome, Occult Scripture. You get +2 as part of a research action. Holy smoke!
Ooh, you can research all the things.
All right.
Deck.
+2 eyeball.
But you didn't get to do your investigation because it wasn't that kind of encounter?
I didn't get to gain a clue because it wasn't a clue
It was
gathering
not a
encounter.
clue gathering event.
Yep, that's why it's...
It will have the clue symbol at the top of the card.
This does not.
So it's the next one.
So, robe figures stand in a circle, surrounding an open fire.
So if you guys land any clues, give them to me because I can put them on that thing like there's nobody's business. Yeah, I did...
That requires a trade action.
I understand that.
Robe figures stand in a circle surrounding an open fire. They all turn to face you and call out with one voice. We will be free soon.
Okay, creepy.
You may gain a dark pact condition to join their chant.
She's going to the dark side, folks.
And then I don't tell you what happens.
Nope,
if
correct.
you do.
That's why you let somebody else read it.
It's probably
I mean, it sounds like fun. It's like a party game.
Yeah. Everybody chants. I should have known.
I'm probably going to regret it, but y'all are with me, so no.
Not anymore, we're not. Yeah, see what happened to Shelby? I don't know. She looks like...
No
maybe,
joining the chant?
No.
Okay.
maybe it's the white eyeballs. Maybe it's the
So
flames
she
coming out of the
made
back
the
of her
choice.
head.
Can I reveal what happened? What
Yeah.
would have happened? If you do, they share their gifts. You gain 1 curio item and
That's
focus
fine.
2 skills of your choice.
That's totally fine.
Even if it exceeds your focus limit.
That's totally fine. Okay.
All right, so that's...
But I don't, so nothing happens.
But the Dark Pact is really what you don't know.
So you do
Yeah.
need to not know beforehand, because otherwise, why
Yeah.
wouldn't you do that?
Yeah, she's...
Right.
Well, because the Dark Pact is this card that you get that you don't know until it triggers
Right, it
what
could
kind
be
of bad
something
things.
bad.
For example, they sacrifice you to their god.
Right.
And your investigator is dead. That's happened
That,
before.
yeah.
So this one's got the clue token, but it's up at River Dock. It just doesn't matter.
No. That's the top of the card. That's an event card.
That's,
It says event down at the bottom of the card.
yeah.
It just it's a classification of card.
You
Yeah,
can't
so the
have
whole,
an event
all the locations have.
because you're engaged with a monster.
No, he's
Okay.
pulling it
no,
for
no,
him.
I'm pulling it
Oh,
for him,
okay.
not for me.
For
Yeah.
You read it just like a normal.
Okay.
Normal.
You lose your way among the trees and try to remember how you got there. If you pass, retracing...
Try
Pass
to
what?
remember what skill.
Okay, so you have to roll for wisdom? Or will?
Well,
Will is the head. That's the symbol you have.
Yeah.
And if you pass, something
It's a
happens.
mandatory
Must.
roll.
Yeah,
Not a may.
should I reroll?
up to
We
you.
need that. We need that.
So that's literally one diary roll. So pick your
okay.
die. Nope.
Nothing bad happens. If you pass, retracing your steps causes time to flow backward and you find something you thought you had lost long ago. You get a curio item and 1 clue from your red.
Curio item and a clue. That card goes to me. That's why I want the event cards.
Why does it go to you?
Because they are resolved differently. That's what I kept mentioning here. If you draw one of these, don't put it on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so it gets... If you gained a clue from your neighborhood, you did not. You discard the card face up to here.
Mm-hmm.
If you did not gain a clue, add it back to the neighborhood, taking the top 2 cards.
Oh, so it's still there.
Until you gain a clue, it stays in the deck.
So it's gonna be.
So it's going to be for me, so somebody else shuffle these and put them back in. Put them back on top.
Okay. I'm gonna get coffee in the meantime.
If you did not
Anybody
gain a clue,
need
add it
coffee?
back to the neighborhood,
They made a
taking the
whole
top 2,
pot.
shuffle them together, and placing it all back on top of the deck. You can also discard a clue to re-roll a dice, by the way. Somebody want to read River Docks for me?
River Docks. You've heard that if you make an offering during the full moon, a water spirit will favor you. You may spend $3 or 1 remnant to drop your offering into the reflection pool. And then there's an if you do.
I will, since I have lots of money. Give me 2 change, please.
If you do, a pair of large glistening eyes breach the surface of the water and gaze at you with approval. You become blessed.
Woohoo! Blessed condition. 4, 5, or 6. Yes! We love blessed, don't we?
But if you fail any test, you lose it.
Well, no, I know.
Okay, so that was the encounter phase. Now we
So that went on the bottom of the deck. Yes, it did not have the clue
No,
symbol.
did not.
Because that's the way you gain the clues, is as the clues get. Yeah.
I don't like how sometimes you pull from the bottom, sometimes you pull from the top. It should be consistent.
Sometimes. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's because these
Okay.
are hidden to us, whereas we can see.
Mythos
What's coming
Phase. Now
Here
we're
we
starting
go.
with John. Draw 2.
All right, I'm gonna get close to emptying the pile here. There's gonna be one for you.
Oh, yay.
Weren't those supposed to be shuffled back in?
Not yet. I don't think
Not
until we
until
run
Once
out.
Until the
bag's
bag is empty.
All right. So we go through all
What's
of them
good
at
is
least.
that there's
You have to go. You have to
2
cycle
blanks in
through
there.
the entire set of counters before you cycle through them again.
Which,
We only
based
do-
on the numbers that are left,
It was
it's possible to do it when you have a full house of players in one round.
3,
You get
4,
through all.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
For this
11,
scenario.
14 tokens.
Right. So if you have 8 players,
There
which
should be 4 tokens left in the bag.
no. Yes. There's 4.
It's based on.
No. Based on the number of players, is that how that
No,
works?
No.
it's based on the scenario.
Okay.
On the scenario.
So what I'm saying is, if you have a big number of players, you will go. You will know that you're gonna add X amount of doom to it, or
Yeah, yeah.
whatever.
For this scenario.
Yeah.
But other scenarios.
Correct.
not.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to cycle
Hey, this is how you do it, guys. By the way,
There's
just so
3
you know.
blanks.
I did that.
By
And
the
so
way.
that's the
Okay.
second drawn blank.
So I got one more. Let me do a perfect roll
Yeah,
here.
I did the clue thing. Right?
Nope, but I got some direction here.
Yeah, you got the one reckoning, which we really didn't want unless all the cultists are dead.
They are.
Uh-oh. No, there's
Oh,
Uh,
For
one
each
there.
cult,
rolled
for
because one
each
came back.
cultist type, place 1 doom in its space.
Well, could have been worse. There's just
We're
one.
at 4 now over there.
I get it.
We got everybody here, so we can do 1, 2, and
Yeah,
hopefully
except
we'll
for we
have
had to
both of
draw
those.
from all these.
I'm staying where I am until I find clues, guys. It's basically because there's a pile of them over there.
Because the reckoning is based on the scenario, it's listed on the card what the reckoning is.
I think
Next.
we can double team any of these things that.
The last 2 go to
Yeah,
you.
I'm headed over that way.
Hi, buddy. You want back up? Okay, here we go. Oh,
First
we're gonna
one
go
is
this way.
blank.
Okay.
Second one is clue.
Clue. So clue goes in the merchant district.
All the clues.
Okay, so this will be interesting.
There's 2 in the top 2.
Yeah, so there's lots of clues going to be available in the merchant district.
I do believe
Fine
they
for
all go
him.
in the bag now.
Yep. Well, I can't see what else they would do. If not, we'll dump him out. He can yell at us then.
I think maybe you could stay and keep him from getting engaged.
Well, I have to shoot this before I can
Yeah.
get
He can't do anything but deal with the monster. Okay, so now you put them all back in,
Yes,
and
I did.
It's a blank slate, man. Plenty of blanks in there.
3 blanks.
3.
whoever the warding people
Oh,
are
this is
need to go.
Doom.
Doom.
That was in a blank.
Damn.
Just so you know.
Doom goes where?
Wherever you're wherever the card
Doom
goes.
goes in the red train station, and that's now the unstable space.
And a clue. We
Yay.
got more clues
Merchant
here.
district. Oh my gosh,
All
I'm parked, but
this is crazy.
yeah,
Top 3 cards could be all clue encounters.
but we're gonna flip through them.
Blink. And here comes the reckoning. Ready? Clue.
Ooh, another clue
In
the same
downtown.
spot.
Nope, down this side.
Downtown. Do. Doom.
Where?
Merchant District TikTok Club. Now that's the unstable space.
Other way.
Yeah, I really wish there was a marker for the unstable space.
Blank.
So there's a company called Lico. They made these gates in acrylic with
Yeah.
gate holders. That getting one of those would be like
Somebody
awesome.
has
I would
actually
just use one of my old Heroes quests.
little crystal and tokens that are made like
Or no,
that.
that's
Top Shelf
Very
Games, I think
And you
is.
just need something that's a portal, basically.
Okay, so we've gone through the Mythos phase.
Everybody flip their action tile back over.
Yeah. Alright, so I don't particularly care with the order. I mean, if you want to go first, blow things up and see what happens.
he
But
needs to fight his dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's got
Mike
3
can't.
health.
Can you pick up clues, or are you bad at that?
I can. That's why I stayed there. I
Okay,
tried.
that's me and you then.
I mean, I have a 3
What
observation,
damage does it do?
so I can try. I mean, I'm not much use
so
anyplace else
I can't help you anyway.
except to
Alright, come on, Becky. Give me some luck here.
actually.
Yes.
2 to it.
So he's got 1 left.
Wow.
Okay, I can't do another attack action.
Okay.
You can, but you could
No, you can
re-roll
only
dice.
do one.
So here-
you can only do each action 1 time per turn.
So I
Right?
can
Correct.
either focus or evade.
So the question would be, do you have any abilities that allow you to re-roll?
No.
No, he doesn't have.
That's
any
what I was
focus.
looking at.
Okay,
There you go.
so you can't do that.
Can't
Now
do-
you have an action still. So
you could
he failed to kill the
evade.
monster. It did 2 wounds to a 3-wound monster. Does the monster not hit him or no?
It doesn't attack me.
So attack
until,
action. No.
So the
It's, and
monster
it's
phase.
still engaged with him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's fine. Just want to make sure.
Okay, so you attacked it. It's still there.
So put
You
2
can
damage
focus
on
or evade.
I'm gonna focus. We'll let's go ahead and just pick the stronger.
Yep, that's fine.
More
I don't know what that.
That's the 3 actions you can do. You could have evaded it.
Yeah, he wants to keep it.
Just so you know, when you successfully evade every monster that's in a space, and you have to do them all, you get an action to leave.
No, I want to keep engaged.
Just letting you know,
And
evade
keeps
does
them off
allow
our
you
back.
to
Yeah.
delay.
But
Evade
it
does allow you to
also-
take off.
also- if
You
you
lore
evaded-
people need to be able to get over
and
here
it and
take
it
care of
and
that.
it
Matt.
and it
Also,
exhausts
if
that
you-
monster,
yeah,
so
that.
it does not attack in the.
Yeah, if you evade it, it's exhausted, so you don't get hit.
No,
if you
okay.
don't evade it, you are going to get hit. Oh.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
you're good.
I got,
I
liquid,
think
I got
you're
my
good.
liquid courage.
All right, so
I'm gonna-
my vote is letting the Doom
Yeah, let's let us
eliminators
go
go
over
next.
here.
Okay.
Huh?
Oh, no.
We're gonna do some lore rolling. Get rid of some of these.
Oh, somebody's leaving to go
Yeah.
get some of that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
So can
Bye.
Can you pop me over? And
I don't
this
know
one
which
has
one
2.
you are.
The one on the
I am
bottom.
the
Yeah.
waitress.
She's
This one?
Yep,
Yep.
that there.
1, 2. Oh,
you
get a
want.
remnant by succeeding twice.
I don't have my focus anymore, but I still have 4, so I can succeed twice. No,
Succeed once.
none.
Excellent.
None again.
Excellent.
Wow.
I haven't
You're cursed.
won any of these things.
Welcome to Arkham. and be glad you're not cursed like I am.
So I'm gonna go to the same space to attempt
Guys took off 2 sins. That's okay.
the same thing.
Just
However,
jump in there and trade with everybody.
Oh man.
But you trade with everybody gets a
Say-
trade.
say
Somebody
something
says an
next
action.
Yeah.
You got
Well,
one.
got
You
one.
guys-
Magical gift. Once per round while resolving a lore test, you may reroll 1 or all of your dice.
Yeah, so let's see. Let's get 2.
One or all.
So
One
no-
or all.
So just do 1, because you've already got a
Okay,
guaranteed
fine.
success.
I will.
Sorry.
Yeah,
one
it
or
is
all.
1 or all.
You're about ready to do the ones I feel like rolling, which is different. No.
But you still got 1.
Yep, still got 1. That's better than that.
Yeah, you got to watch the wording there. It's 1 or all. So.
All right, Mike, it's me and you now. Just gathering stuff because we're trying camp here to.
Well, we can also deal with the monster.
Yeah, you can.
True,
engage
fair.
with
You
one.
can attack a monster that's engaged with somebody else.
True.
So if you don't have 2 actions that you want to do
But does
sitting
that
there,
take the engagement onto you?
might, but
Yeah.
I say you go here, John. and
But I'm
prevent
just
this from-
saying-
No, no,
Yeah,
I want to
'cause
stay
it says
there because that's
engage
where all
one
the
monster.
clues are, and that's
yes,
my
you do
specialty.
engage it.
So
If you
he
attack it,
doesn't
you
wanna do
engage
that.
it.
So
He doesn't wanna do that
instead,
'cause he
I
needs
can
to not be
move
engaged.
there and try.
But if he kills it, it's not going to. Nobody,
Yeah, but
none of
we'll
us
put
are
that
going
to
to.
you,
We're all
because
getting
when
an
we get to the
encounter.
monster
Yeah.
phase, this guy's going to come to our space.
No, but I'm gonna move there,
Okay.
and as an action, try to get rid of that doom.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Sounds
Sounds
good.
fine.
Yeah.
And ward, yes, you can do that.
There's no point not to. What is it, lore?
Yep.
Well,
I mean, it's a 6. I get it, but it's either that or I'm gonna get a gold. I mean, a dollar.
Yeah.
All right. Part of research action, which is not.
where was your
One for-
reroll card?
It's right here, the tower. Once per round while resolving a test, you may reroll 1 or all. We're gonna go with all because
Do
none
you
of them.
want it, that's once per round. So do you want to do that now, or do you want to do that with your encounter?
That's a fair thing. I'll save that for the clues.
And
Thank
you
you.
wanted to move anyway because that cultist was going to.
Correct. Yes, I wanted to get out of the way, and
Well, that's the current unstable
Yeah.
spot,
But it,
and they're going to gang up all over him.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
what's Mike doing? I just basically needed to finish somewhere in that neighborhood
Yeah.
and try to get to these clues.
Yeah, I
You want
understand.
to try to come to remove it too? You got something better to do?
I don't remove tokens.
He's,
I have
he's
a
cocky.
one on lore.
Never
He
mind.
is caca there. He gets money.
You're in the
He
same boat
buys
as I am with
You
lore.
could try to engage his
Mike
mind.
buys us items and becomes Santa Claus. Here you go, here you go, here you go.
Highest influence, so it would engage me. I'm high influence. So,
What else does influence do? We haven't used it for anything.
Gaining money,
well, there's
gaining items,
go
gaining...
to the spot that says
okay.
influence, and
Yeah.
Like this one influenced money.
Yeah.
so the real. Oh, that doesn't
So
resolve
this is how
because
I
I
read
need
it.
3 actions. So
High probability of this happening. This kind of base test gives these rewards. Not guaranteed, but that's... It's like...
Likely.
So in Eldritch Horror, you could go to specific spots on the map that improved your will or your, you know what I mean? It didn't mean you were going to do it automatically. But if that's what you're shooting for, that's kind of where you want to be, right?
jeez, this is where I want to be. So, however, I should probably. This is where the clue tokens are. This is where I need to stay, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So do actions there. Gain money. I don't know. You know.
If you want to move, you can move in the same spot as him, or
Yeah, except that doesn't benefit me in the slightest here.
It's
This space is a good space to be if you have remnants. Trading remnants in for stuff, but I don't. I didn't want to be in that space. But I could run over there. I could run here. Let's do that.
or you could focus.
I can't focus anymore. I'm focused. And I will institute a trade action. Okay. This I don't need, so you're getting it
I don't know
automatically.
what this is.
Painkillers.
Painkillers. All right. Well, sure.
And you need some money? Have a buck.
Or you can trade money.
Yeah, you can trade
You-
resources.
Anything.
Clues.
Allies, items, spells, money, clues, and or
Possessions.
remnants.
Anything
Oh,
that
even
is your
and spells
possession.
too.
Yeah.
You cannot give up your original items.
But we're in a
Okay, so I
spot.
But
my first
I
We're
just
in a
got
spot, though, that we
I
can
just
get a
got
spell
below
from.
3, so I can take an action next turn to get 5 more money.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
the reason why I. And besides the fact that I don't need another 2 health because my health is my best. Well, you don't
Okay.
either, but
So we're on to monster phase.
all right. So that was me, and then monster phase. So the patrolling monster comes here and engages with you, and you get attacked by 2 monsters.
So you get
Cool-ish.
health and
He has plenty of helper cards.
You need those as a monster killer, by the way.
And then they flip to
exhausted.
ready.
or no, not
You're
yet.
ready. Yeah.
Aren't you lucky?
So now encounter.
He's
That was the
basically
monster phase.
the gatekeeper. Nope, none shall pass.
Okay, encounters.
You need to get you that shotgun.
Dun, dun,
Read
dun.
his encounter.
We're gonna go Misa.
Yes.
You are here,
Yep.
and you are in the
It
TikTok
is a
club.
clue.
Mm.
TikTok club. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Some days, a little live music and hot food is the best tonic. You or an ally recovers 1 health and 1 sanity. While you rest, you notice that several of the clocks are stopped. Test your lore.
Lore. Okay. 4. And is this a research action? No. But once per round.
encounters.
Okay. Succeeded.
Okay. You read the word Azahoth encoded on the stopped clock hands. You gain 1 clue from your neighborhood.
Okay. After you gain a clue and you gain $1, you may focus 1 skill of your choice. So here's a clue.
$1.
You can focus as much as you want, right?
Yes,
It's
this is
unlimited,
unlimited.
but I don't think I can
You
focus
can't double focus anything.
something.
Yeah. So what do you want to focus?
Let's focus my... What is that there? Influence?
What are you talking about? Influence is the 2 hands.
Yeah, no, there's no.
What is in
That's
this
lore.
skill?
That's lore.
And,
Lore and will.
Will.
Lore and will. Okay, over there.
Which
So
you
I
already-
already...
No, but where you're at is money.
What? I cannot see because there is a doom
This
cone.
one?
It's money.
Yes,
It's
thank
money.
you. It's
There
influence.
is
Yeah.
no, it's not influence. It's
not,
money.
It's not a stat.
It's a trade. You can trade money for
Money.
health.
Thank you. It looked like influence from here. I will focus my strength then. That puts it to a 3 at least.
There isn't necessarily a skill on every one of them. So, all right. So this, you did gain a clue token.
Yes, so
it goes on there, and the unstable spot is now the TikTok Club.
Yeah.
It was a TikTok club.
But it still is.
So he's got his token.
Yep, he got it. Yep.
What was the thing about healing?
Some places, the TikTok club.
Like
we
you're
can buy
likely
the deal.
like he healed one sanity or
So
one health or one of his allies.
You're in River.
He
He healed himself.
Okay.
You're in Rivertown, and you're in the Black Cave.
Cave.
You find a waterlogged journal that must belong to the Sheldon gang. It appears to be written in some sort of code lore test.
Okay. 4. No passes there. I already used my magical gift, so
As it turns out, the reroll wasn't needed, but it was a good call on your part.
Yeah.
If
No.
you fail, you're sure it was meant to lead you, but where? You failed, right?
Yeah,
I'm not
I
reading the
It
pass.
was meant to lead you somewhere.
okay.
You would have got something.
Yeah,
You don't
I
know what it
wanna
was.
wish it
You
was-
failed.
Well, it was either a spell or something else.
Another one then.
Okay.
In the Black Cave.
Black Cave. The stone tablets are too heavy to move. You'll have to read them here. You gain 1 spell automatically. The tide is coming in and water laps at your ankles. Test your will.
My will. So I gained the spell. It's got 4 monies on the top. I don't know.
That's
I guess if I'm
It was
buying
just
it.
if
That's
you were
its
gonna buy
value
it,
if you were
yeah.
buying it.
Okay. Intervene once per round while another investigator is in any space is resolving a test. I may test my lore -1 and add my test results to their test. Ooh, 2 sanity though,
That's a very useful spell.
but it's 2-handed. Why are spells have hands?
You can use.
You can
So
use
can't
2
use
of them at the
more
same
spells.
time.
Josh, can I see
Two
the
things at the
rulebook
same, 2
or-
single-handed items at the same time. What else did you need to do?
Test your will.
Test my will. That's only 3. Finally, passed.
Okay. You hold your breath and swim out of the cave.
Otherwise, something bad would
Bad
happen.
Green one for me.
And you are in what?
Unvisited Isle.
You lose your way among the trees and try to remember how you got there. Will test.
Pass.
Yeah.
If you pass, retracing your steps causes time to flow backward, and you find something you thought you had lost long ago. You gain 1 curio item and 1 clue from your neighborhood.
Nice. Another clue. You can't pass clues on to him, can you?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
you can.
it's a possession.
Trade action.
Nice.
Curio item. There you
That's
go.
Curio. Mystic Tomb. +3 while casting a spell. I'll be trading that to one of you caster guys. I can't use it.
Okay, so it's over to me. I'm in the Merchant District
That would be awesome.
at
Doc.
TikTok Club.
The next act didn't
I just
show,
can
and you're pressed
test
into
my
performing
lore
on
instead of
stage.
my eye if I
Influence
wanna evade.
roll.
Let's see how much
Oh,
I'm
my,
gonna change.
my
That
best
was
If I
event.
get
perfect.
more spells, I can add lore when casting a spell.
You suffer when to reroll any number of
I need
dice.
more spells.
And I'm on 4, 5s, or 6s. Okay, there we go.
All right, if you pass, you're a hit, and Dean Teen Donahue tells you to come back, and anytime you gain $2 and become a performer.
Become a performer.
That cost me $3.
Is that just flavor
Is that-
or is that
yeah.
a thing?
That cost me $3.
Yeah. But okay, it says you become a performer. Now is that a thing?
There's
or
a
is that
condition
just flavor?
card that says performer.
No.
No, I was
Blessed
thinking maybe it
and
was the
dark.
character, that there's a character performer or whatever.
Oh, well, where's the rules reference?
What you need?
Performer.
Performer. Perform. 402.1. 402. By the way, I like the way this is laid out. 402.1. Actions are a type of mechanical effect that can be performed by investigators.
No,
No,
that's not
performer. What about like jobs or roles?
characters.
Oh, I see what you're...
The title performer.
Yeah, I found perform.
It's a special card. it's called performer by any chance.
Nothing under J. There's joins you, and you thought what?
Roles or
performer.
jobs.
Oh,
Talent.
okay. There's a special talent thing. Okay.
These are special cards that are
That could have been more clear on it because
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
do say that about the
Plastic.
cards. That's what made me go to that deck. Is it refers to All right. Talent retainer. After you perform a gather resources action in the merchant district neighborhood, test influence. If you pass, gain an additional $2.
You're gonna be missing your money back. So
that's freaking ridiculous. How much money?
And I'm not trying to be a stickler or anything like that, but like sometimes I wonder about the wording of these things because it's focus limit unlimited. But I would say that's the limit of one per
It's 5.
still applies. They could have just put focus limit 5,
yeah.
right?
Well, so
Yeah.
whatever. You can only
Maybe
have
they're
one.
thinking
but
there
that's-
could be expansions where you add a attribute or
There
something.
is
Who knows?
there is things it specifies in there that specifically state that particular
we've
thing lets you focus more than once in that one area. So there is things that break that rule, but it has to say that. I had to go digging for it. So
Well, okay.
Yeah, I'm just-
There's things that special abilities. Yeah, they're going to pop up.
okay. What are we
Normal
looking at?
rule is maximum.
No, I agree with you. I'm just
Mythos Phase now?
so I go first, right? Okay, yeah. We're back to this. The fun part of the game. Hey, Cthulhu flies again.
Monster summoning.
I mean, I get that it's only his tentacles, but the way he looks, it's sort of it's a little
But
chibi
it's
Cthulhu.
Stalker. Spawn at the most doom.
Is that a cultist type?
So you have two different
It is a
places with
cultist
the.
type.
Well,
With the most
that doesn't
doom.
matter at this
No,
point.
but
That's we'll
for
get
later.
if we pull the reckoning. So
up
when there's
there.
multiple choices, we choose.
Okay.
We choose. Okay.
Put them up there. 'cause
Away
he'll
from-
come
The
towards
current
stable.
unvisited isle is the unstable space.
So you'll come towards you, is what you're
Yeah.
saying. Come fetch me.
Away from us as we're trying to clear this.
Okay, and then we got another news article that I've written. I hope that's not as brilliant as the other ones because they were truly. Are we reading these? I
Yeah,
guess
you
this-
can read those also.
Masked Man Mystery. Strange visitors spotted on Arkham streets. Pedestrians note sinister air. Was it the dog? All right.
Oh no!
Police advise not to approach. Headline: choose another investigator in any space. Spawn one monster in that investigator space. It engages that investigator or another investigator in that space. Who wants to be the
If you
victim
want
here?
it,
I'll take a gun.
Jesus, man.
Pick
All
the
right.
bottom
He wants
monster
all
and
of
spawn
it.
it in his space.
Okay.
It engages me.
It
Yes,
engages you. It does
automatically.
not attack you, though. It just says engages.
3 on you, man.
And the bad thing is you can only shoot one. That's the thing. that
Yeah.
One per
sucks.
turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to be stuck with 3 turns worth
But
of.
you could evade after you shoot the one. You could evade the others and exhaust.
Yeah, that's-
Which I
What's,
would recommend.
what's this number for down here?
That's their movement.
Oh,
okay.
this one doesn't move, or it's special.
Some have special.
That's their
movements.
movement.
It's got an asterisk.
I got a news thingy.
News
It will
thingy.
move
This
directly
just
to
in.
engage Whoever has the highest
Break in at the
observation.
Historical
Doesn't matter how
Society.
far
Criminals
away you
wore
are.
robes en masse. Several artifacts were stolen. Gang of occult-minded thugs could be anywhere. You suffer 2 damage
Aye.
and 2 horror unless you place 1 doom in your space.
Aye.
Why not?
Yeah, I'll give you a
We
chance to
already
get remnant.
I'll just place the doom.
I mean, you can't.
Well, yeah.
We're
it-
gonna be playing it anyway.
Yeah, now you got a chance to get remnants.
Another one. That's the game.
So cultists.
Is that the reckoning?
That's the spawning of
How
cultists.
many put a doom in every cultist space?
There's no cultists.
For each cultist monster.
This is now
How many? Do you have any cultist monsters?
I got
No,
one
that's
on
not a
me.
cultist. That's the hooded
human
stalker.
cultist.
Yeah,
It
it's
is a
cultist.
cultist. Okay.
So now we've got a gate here. where
We're
it's-
doing one. I think those
One
get
here.
sucked up. If I'm,
Because he's got a cultist monster.
like, you might want to look at what happens
They
to
are-
clues when they enter a singularity.
When what enters a singularity? Nothing happens to
It's
cultist.
just to show you how much
It-
of that's in that area.
You now use. Oh, we screwed up over here.
Oh, we did. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to remember you take this type of encounter and not the other type.
Oh,
Oh, well,
That.
the Black Cave wasn't what you do, and these are worse.
Yep,
well,
I'm sure.
we can take that from me.
Hey, it's gonna happen next. Yep.
No, we're doing
Oh,
the
no, yeah,
tag
we're
now,
doing this.
We're in the
Yeah.
Mythos Phase thing kind of is now.
Now's the time for bad
I
stuff
need
to
play.
happen.
So we messed that one. It's much better when these things stand up, so you
Yeah, it should be a
We've
little
got
more.
a portal.
For us, it is, but
What does the portal do again?
Causes another
Doom burst or something like that?
thing.
Yeah, stand the other one up, too. So it makes it very obvious.
You got
What?
The burst thing?
the anomaly.
Oh, the bad thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it the bottom? Was it the bottom or the top? Top. So in East Town, 1 Doom token in each spot.
we are so bad. So
And
bad
take
at
this
this.
and shuffle it.
2 clues
Yeah,
that aren't on the card.
yeah.
You're going to have to come get mine from me if you want it.
It might happen.
Well, I can't go anywhere until I...
No, I understand. Yeah. Problem is, I can't afford to have them engage me because otherwise I don't encounter the clue.
I still haven't found that damn thing. I think that when it goes blank.
It's probably it probably states it when we're resolving what's on the card. So the next one is monster. And where's the unstable space? Here?
it's on me.
It's on you? Another monster?
it doesn't. It spawns where the card tells you to spawn it.
Oh, okay. Spawned at most doom. So that's
Very
3.
good.
You get more cultists too.
Lucky us.
Yeah, this is going south. All right.
This might be a quick game. You said all day. We might lose really
No,
quickly.
no. They've definitely streamlined play in this one compared to the other ones.
Oh, I got the last 2 in the bag. Blank
It's good.
and Doom.
Doom was not where you
No.
are. It's a card.
Oh.
I think was it the bottom?
That was it. That was all of them.
Yeah.
Mike's
I'm
got
discarding the
too.
bottom. Yes, and it's in the graveyard.
When does a gate become?
You have to remove all the Doom
Now
from the
where's
area.
the-
No, that's
Now
a
where's-
singularity.
That's
Oh, when we hit more than 5, wasn't it?
Yeah.
okay. So you hit more than 5. Yeah. There's something goes on there.
Oh.
Thank you.
I believe it goes to the card over there.
If you would resolve an encounter neighborhood with an anomaly, you resolve an anomaly. When a neighborhood has 0, no. If an additional doom would be placed on a neighborhood with an anomaly, place that doom on the scenario sheet.
Oh, yeah.
So we've been kind of messing that up, I think.
No.
No.
That was the
No,
first
just the
one.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, you can't
Is
get more
it
than
over
5.
5? Because read it again. I'm sorry. What did it say?
I think it was bad
More
advice.
than 5.
If you have an anomaly and you place a doom on the place where an anomaly is, it goes in here.
But,
So
but
this
listen-
one goes here.
Goes there too. Okay.
Thank
Oh,
you.
it
That's what I'm
doesn't
trying
add-
to
oh.
get
The
at.
one you added,
You don't add it there anymore until we get
as
rid
long
of
as
the
that
anomalies.
anomaly's there, they don't get added to that neighborhood anymore. Get added here. If there ever is
I thought
3,
it was
then we
just
flip
if
the
it's more than
card.
5. Okay.
Oh, okay.
No, it's whenever there's an anomaly and one gets
Not
added.
5. Anomaly.
It gets to 5 and creates the anomaly, or 3 in a space.
How many do we have total?
2 right now. We got one. If we get one
Well,
more,
one more, and then it's what?
we flip a card.
We're gonna flip the codex card to the
Not
bad
as
side.
thought. We're flipping.
We're gonna flip
Yeah.
the card to the bad side. And something's gonna happen. Story progresses, and we die. And the first one right out of the gate.
Come on, Rivertown.
Merchant District.
Okay, that's us.
And there's another anomaly.
Boop. Yeah, it's 5.
So you,
Why is there 3?
You put 1 in each of the areas when you get the burst.
so
Wow.
you're not going to be.
You can't take regular encounters, can't gain clues.
Yeah, so you can't. So you got to clear.
I
Wow.
wasn't getting
Unless there's
encounters.
clue things to be done there.
I don't think-
Yeah, potentially. All right, so first things first.
People need to be warding the heck out of stuff.
So that's one action for me, and then
Monster.
The next action. Okay.
The Keening Hound. He spawns at the most doom. Is
Yeah,
he still there?
cultist.
No.
It's our choice because it's all over.
Oh, no, there's
No,
there's
still
3. That's the
on
most
three,
doom.
Okay.
so-
So
Or is the most room?
can he
that's-
trade if he's engaged or not?
No, I can.
You can only do 3 different actions if you're engaged.
I
Trade
can-
is not one of those
No.
actions.
But I mean, you guys can come over and use your turn for trade and take
And
it with
then-
me.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can move to him, take the
Clue.
trade of the clue, and then
That'll be his
then
2
turn
turns.
it in.
Could.
Oh, no,
I can
no, he
also
needs to turn it
sit there
in,
and
yeah.
try to remove some doom and then
Yeah.
put the clue that I have on there,
Yeah.
which seems to be a more likely action. The two.
And I can help people with tests once per round. Only once per round. So whoever's got the most important test.
All right. Are we done with the Mythos Phase?
Yeah, it's back to us.
All right. I don't care who goes first. I know what I'm doing.
And
so
not only encounters allow you to remove dooms from your space. So.
that's nice.
I think we should resolve your encounters first.
Well, I can only take out 1.
Yeah, you can take out one and try to evade the other. And exhaust it.
That.
I think I'm gonna shoot the Eyeless Watcher again.
Yeah, he's almost dead. So.
Okay, so
It's a good pool of dice, man.
Sad thing is I keep rolling like 1 or 2 successes out of all this.
That's okay, though.
One's
One is
on
all
you.
you need right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kinda
Okay,
wanna
so
flip this guy. If
the
I can
ru-
get high enough roll, I can probably just blow this guy away.
Hang on for a second, guys.
altogether.
the rule on the unstable space when there's no cards in the deck, it's under unstable space, by the way,
Okay.
Oh, when there are no cards in the deck.
is this.
Was our
Train
starting one?
station. is,
Yep. Starting
Okay,
space.
it goes back up.
That becomes the unstable space when no card is there.
Okay, a big
Okay.
deal. All right, that's fine. We didn't
I
mess up
finally
anything.
found
royal.
a reference to
All right.
it.
The one thing we messed up so far is doing the
Is this.
encounter
Anomaly.
We're all now
Well, we
doing
And
anomaly.
the
corrected that.
anomaly-
Well, we corrected that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the anomalies. We
No,
didn't.
we-
correct
no,
it.
we didn't correct.
Did not
pull
correct.
the encounter.
Because
We
these,
Yeah.
these,
So, like, I shouldn't have tested for.
these encounters actually allow you to help you remove doom,
Yeah. So all right,
supposedly.
Oh, do that.
shoot.
I want to shoot the dog.
You do.
That's going to be
Because I'm willing to bet this
guaranteed
thing's got
one
quite a bit of
psychic
health on
damage.
it.
Well,
Well,
whichever.
This is 1 health and 1 psychic. I don't know what this thing's going to do to me.
Yeah,
on
I'm
my
not
turn.
sure if you get to look at them now because
I
you're
don't.
attacking.
We can
I-
choose to
I can
attack
choose
it,
to
and then
attack
you
the
would
dog
then
and see
yeah.
what it's got.
But
Okay.
Because I can probably blow it away, which is my help. So
Go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
I'm gonna do the dog. Ooh, so it's gonna do a -2 to my
Ooh,
strength.
it's a lot of damage to you, too, if you don't get it.
No, you don't. There's no.
Not when you attack. It's
No,
when
no,
it
when
attacks
it-
you.
Yeah,
if he
it-
doesn't evade
exactly.
it or get rid of it.
Yeah, it is -2 to my roll.
What does it say? -2 to this?
Yeah.
And that's the
Yeah.
kind of attack you're using, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
minus
So
2
you still got
dice.
a lot.
What's the 2 plus for
That's
the?
2
That's just
health.
its health, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it needs to be shot twice.
All right, so yeah.
Oh no, it's elite 1. It has a 1 additional health per investigator, so it's 7.
Oh. Snap.
Yeah,
Ouch.
which is why I wanted to do this thing.
Yeah, I get.
I could now hold on before you roll. Once per round, while an investigator is on any space, it doesn't have to be with mine. I may test my lore -1, so I could roll 3 lore and add it to your result.
Sounds awesome.
For 2 sanity, I can do that.
Oh, that does not sound awesome.
What's your sanity looking like?
Now, my question is, do I need to decide that before you roll, or can I do it after?
It doesn't say.
Once
Because
per.
once
If
per
it
round,
doesn't,
while another investigator on any space is resolving a test.
yeah. So
Yeah, you can do it after I roll because I'm
Okay.
rolling to see what I got.
Fine.
So we're gonna roll result.
Oh, you got 2.
After two.
Only 2.
Yeah, only 2.
okay, you have no
So-
reroll abilities or anything like that. Okay.
So I could roll 3 and add to it, but it's still not going to wipe it out.
No, it's successes, right?
Yeah.
2 health.
So I don't want to use it if it's not going to wipe it out.
Why are you
Now-
taking the health?
It's how much damage
He
you
did
do.
too.
Oh,
damage to
you
it.
put damage on him. I
Yeah.
thought you put it on an ally.
No,
I'm
no.
So
sorry.
now try to
So
evade.
I know them because I've done this. I know them taking 3 total for sure.
Not
I
if
can
you
throw-
evade.
Yeah, I would evade him first, and because
No,
you can
I
Yeah.
can evade all of them, right?
Yeah. How does evade work? Is
Test my observation to disengage and exhaust monsters equal to your test results.
you
So
roll
for
the
each
three.
number
result you
equal to-
get-
yeah.
If I evade all of them, I can perform 1 additional action. So
Oh.
I get 3 rolls.
3 rolls.
My observations
I
on
might help you with this one.
But even if you get 1 success, that's 1 less damage coming
Yeah,
your
well,
way.
that's
Now does
4 less
this,
damage if he evades that guy.
But it's got a
Each?
-2 on the eye. Does that also go against this also? Leaving me with only 1 to roll?
I would guess it's a common pool. I don't know. Mike's reading rules.
What's what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you're
Evasion.
engaged
So
with it.
it says
always
you
got
evade.
that on you?
You want to
It
do an
says you-
evade action.
you roll-
When you are engaged with a monster, the actions you can perform are limited. To disengage monsters, you can perform an evade action by resolving observation test modified by the monster's evade modifier.
That's all the monsters total?
If
or
you are
just
engaged
each
with
one?
multiple monsters, you apply only the modifier that results in you rolling the fewest dice.
Can do that.
It's one evade roll for all of them.
So
And you take the
don't
worst
want to-
modifier. You have to turn them all over. By the way, you can keep them all turned over until they leave your engagement. Because that's not, they can't be exhausted while engaged.
So it's just going to make it so I can only roll one.
So
I can
you're going to
evade
take
one of them.
your -2 to your
Yeah,
to
that's why I'm
evade.
only rolling one. No. Now, I could help you, but I don't know if that's the best use of my
That's
sanity.
fine.
For each success you roll, you disengage and exhaust one
question
monster
for you.
by placing in your space on the board with the exhausted side face up. If you roll enough successes to evade all the monsters you engage with, you may perform one additional action.
Read me your ability again.
For two...
Read me your ability again.
I can use blood instead of sanity.
No,
to cast.
sorry. The spell you were trying to cast or
once
whatever.
per round, while another investigator in any space is resolving a test, I may test my lore -1 and add my result to their result.
So what you're saying is you can give them 3 possibilities to
Yeah.
evade monsters right now that is not affected by that -2.
Yes. I could give.
But he does it for
I
two
could roll
sanity.
3 dice,
I
2 sanity or 2
understand.
health.
He spends 2 sanity to try to.
Actually, I could spend 2 health, and then because I spent health, I get another 2 die. So
You
instead
can
of-
potentially make him avoid all damage next turn at the cost of 2 sanity. Potentially.
Otherwise, he's going to take every damage.
or
in
I
every
could help
card.
somebody else with something else. So, what's the best use of that?
How much damage is coming your way?
3 of each, but I can throw it off to a few things.
But then you
3 of
lose.
each.
No, I'm not going to max them out. I don't care about
You
the
max
liquid
out
courage going
either
away.
one of the 2 values, you lose the
Yeah.
card.
So I can throw 2 sanity here. I'll lose the liquid courage. I'm fine with it.
Okay.
I'll take the 3 health, which I'm.
So the fundamental question is: are you okay gambling 2 of you're gonna lose 2 sanity in exchange for preventing 6 damage potentially? That's the
I'm fine with it if he wants it, but it sounds like he's fine choking it. Do you want help or not?
It's still your call. I don't care either way.
he goes down. It's gonna be a problem for us guys. That's the best I can tell you. He's been stopping all this stuff from coming from where we are.
Well, you can move over there and attack one of them.
So
Do what
So
you guys
can I.
gotta do.
I'm thinking clearing these things is.
If he's not going to do it, then he's not going to do it. I mean, there's no
I'm just saying that's what the option is in your guys' hands. You guys figure it out.
onward.
Next.
Are we done?
Yeah, my turn. It's over.
You're done with your turn. So I probably need to run over there, move, and attack. Okay, which one is the easiest one to kill?
This thing.
Okay, it's now engaged with me. I get 3 strength, 4 5s or 6s. There it is. It's gone.
There
Toast.
we go.
Good for you.
That's what needs to be done.
That's what good.
Can't help you with that.
And we needed to get rid of all of them
Can't help you with that.
because we're not getting clues off this encounter in that area.
Okay.
Okay.
So one of us, we want to clear this thing.
Right.
How many are you rolling to?
Only 4 right now to deal with the Doom tokens. So I think what I'll do is
Oh, and this I can't do for myself. It has to help somebody else.
Right. Don't really want to move, but at the same time I do. Alright, whatever. I'll move the one
guys-
space over.
Yeah, move here. I'll
Yeah.
add my not
Me.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll add my spell to yours if you need
If
it,
I need.
and we'll get those 2 off. You don't
I got
need
2.
it, so you get a remnant.
So I get a
Have
remnant.
a
Yay! Tentacle. Cool. And that was me.
Okay.
Moved and did that.
I would say try to get that off and then move away because these guys are going to come towards the guys with the lowest strength, which is not me.
Is that what they do?
Yeah.
I have
That's
2
you.
strength. She has 2 strength.
Yeah. So they're coming towards you guys. We got 3, and I'm at
How many do
What's
they
their
move?
movement?
Well, then they're going to come after me.
2.
So they won't touch me.
Plus,
Yeah,
they'll
they
put you in
will.
position next
Oh,
turn
no,
to
they
get rid of
will. They'll
this.
take the next
So if you
one.
roll and get rid of that one and then move here, you can try
I'm
to
gonna,
roll.
I'm gonna for sure roll the one I'm on anyway. So should I focus? No, I want to move. Okay, so got it. Now I get the 3. Okay. Now, do you think you can clear it? Well, it depends how many more get on here. I'll come here. Let's finish this off while we're here.
Okay.
You don't get
that's
to do that. That's
Yep.
a move. Yeah.
Focusing observation, and then I am going to do a research.
Sure, shoot.
All right, so observation is a base 3 plus 1 4. I'm doing a research that adds plus 2. All right, part of that, and I gain plus 1 to the result of each die I roll when doing a research. So, okay, put this token on there. That's one at least.
Okay.
Okay, and that was it for me.
Alright. Counter phase. Or monster phase.
Yep. Monster phase.
Move monsters.
Move directly to and engage most remnants.
That would be me.
That's her.
Well, does it reach?
It
just moves
It's an
directly
asterisk
to-
move.
Okay, it's
It
a
seems like
special
these
move.
hounds just teleport everywhere.
Yeah, it's,
Hounds of Tyndalos do
they
that.
come out of corners. That's the problem. You went in rooms with corners. That's your first mistake, Shelby.
It's alright.
2.
Where are you going?
These move towards the lowest strength, which are
Towards
these
the lowest
Yeah.
strength. Okay.
So now each engaged monster deal damage. Oh, great.
2 and 1.
2 health, 1 sanity, huh?
I'm gonna put a second one on my liquid courage and let that break.
One there, one there.
Put 1 on Becky.
I need a sanity.
And I'll take 1 of each. No, 2 health. You need Sandy?
Yeah. Thanks.
No, he hit you for 1 sanity. Huh?
Yeah. 2 health, 1 sanity. Okay.
He reduces your strength.
Gross.
Okay, so monsters have attacked, and then you don't have to turn them over when you're engaged, by the way.
Okay.
Because they're only... The symbols only matter upside down this way while they're out the table, unengaged. So that was monsters. We're now in encounter phase.
Let's see how this works. If it's true that it
Where
helps
is that?
remove.
He's in the Merchant District,
TikTok.
TikTok Club.
It depends on how much doom there is on the
2.
space. So
Two.
he has 2. Time
Is
flows.
it on the location or the
The
port or the neighborhood?
I would say
does
it's where
it say?
you
What
are.
does it
It
say?
does. It just gives me a number.
1, 2, and
I'm
3?
0, 1, 2, and 3. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So
2.
it's where
Okay.
it's where he's at.
Thank you. That's fine.
The time flows past you in an inconceivable speed, but the area around this old book is normal. -1 to your lore.
Okay.
Test it.
Okay, so I have 3 plus 1, 4, so 3. I can reroll more. Okay, I succeeded.
If you pass, you find a ritual in the book. You remove 2 doom from your space and gain 1 remnant.
There we go.
There we go.
Where did those go?
I would assume it just goes to the bottom because it's not.
Not
Now
assuming anything else.
I can
Probably
move.
would have helped us move a bunch last turn.
Right. Now I can move next turn and try to get your clue. And then try to send that over there. Assuming I don't get involved with monsters, because that'll be...
I'm gonna try to blow away this dog again next turn.
Yeah,
Or
see,
she gets
that's...
focused more than once on a stat.
What's wrong?
It doesn't tell you what to do with a card after you resolve it.
Oh,
Okay.
goes at the bottom, I'm guessing, if it doesn't.
So I would guess because
Anomaly
they're not
encounters.
specific.
It
yeah.
doesn't say.
What are they called? Anomaly?
Well,
Anomaly encounter. Okay.
what do you do
Who's
with all
next?
the other ones? It depends on what they are, right? Yeah.
Would be
Yeah.
me. Anomaly encounter for me.
Well, he's looking in the reference. Oh, I need to oil up this thing. It's starting to get a little
I
dry.
have 0.
Okay. Temporal Fissure.
Fun.
A one-armed beggar in a dirty silver military uniform rattles his tin at you and babbles about the moon. You may spend $2 to drop a few coins. Why not drop $2? In his cup.
I may.
You may.
Bye-bye dollars.
Okay.
$2 and a cup.
$2 in this cup.
If you do, he warns you about the Nemesis moon that heralds the demon sultan. Remove 1 doom from any space in your neighborhood. Boom, clear.
Nice. There we go. That's what we want to see. So we kind of apparently did it to our detriment to not do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To not do
Yeah.
those. But see, now your encounter card is drawn, so you actually get one for.
Yeah, I
your,
get a normal encounter.
Yeah.
Or your normal one. Can someone? Oh, you guys can keep looking at the
Rivertown?
rules. Yeah,
Rivertown.
and I'll read it. Okay.
So you did
You
not
are
find
in the
anything
general
regarding
store.
anomaly encounters.
No, just
You
everything
notice
to do with the card
rifle
except for
that
what
usually
happens
hangs
after
on
we
the wall
resolve
has
it.
gone missing.
That's yeah.
I've got it loaded behind the
That's-
counter, says Davey. We've been getting a lot of dangerous oddballs coming around, but don't worry, we plan on staying open. You may buy any number of common items from the display.
How many common ones do we have?
I think
Oh,
all of them
for
except for the
gold.
cloak are common.
Can't afford that. Can't afford that.
Yeah, those 2 are common as well.
Okay.
And that goes back to the bottom of the...
You get a coat or a token of faith.
Puts it on the bottom of the deck it was drawn from.
Where do you find that at?
Under encounters.
Oh, this will
It's
give
the
me
rule for all encounters
I can put
unless there's another rule.
horror on it, and when I do, I get sanity back.
Hey,
I'm
you
going
need that,
with
I think.
instead of this evader thing. Evader and help. giver.
Okay, so
So
let's go back
I'm
over...
Poe.
What's this?
This is from he bought from the
So we need one more
merchant
in
thing.
the-
Yeah.
Gun.
It's a revolver.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So now we're over to you. You are in an anomaly one, so
How many do you got on your space?
2.
Two. You find yourself reliving some of the darkest moments of the American Revolution. You suffer 2 horror.
Right.
oh, right off.
oh man.
Abruptly, you find yourself alongside General Washington and knock him out of the path of a bullet just in time. You remove 2 doom from your space and gain a remnant.
Okay. So
Okay.
we get those 2 doom
Okay.
down.
And then the last
You're
one
just
is
almost
for
the same.
Mike, who's also in
I'm a 0.
0. Temporal Fissure. You see yourself in the past, about to make a terrible mistake. Test your will.
Yep.
Okay, you grit your teeth and let it happen so as to not to create a paradox. You may remove 1 doom from any space in your neighborhood.
Nice. We cleared another anomaly. So now you can get those clues.
Yeah. Just gotta keep it clean. You got it.
If we move through space with a monster, are we engaged? We
Yes,
can't-
so as soon as you
yeah.
enter the space with a monster,
Yes.
you are engaged.
So we can't
Correct.
get over there easily to clear those.
I thought you had to attack it or engage it. To attack, you engage 1 monster in your space.
I thought he read something about it automatically engaging you if it was in your space.
Yeah, so if I'm can I run through those guys? I don't have enough money to get over there anyway.
It's when they move,
Yeah. When they move, they
so,
automatically engage you.
or if they
If
get
it's in the
some...
same space as an investigator for any reason.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
so you can't run through them.
You don't sneak by them.
You could move and then evade.
And that central space is not a space to move into and get around
You could
somewhere.
move, end up in their space, then take an evade action, And if you successfully evade every monster in the space, you get an additional action. So that's the way to run through them.
I'm not a good evader.
Yeah.
You can just run up here. I'll pull.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna come.
Okay,
over.
so we are finished with the encounters? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we're over to drawing from the bag.
No, this is the bad thing.
It's
long
this
as you
phase
don't
that
need
you
one to
learn the
over here.
load in every single kind of Mythos-based game. Your Mythos Phase. Thank you. And I'm just an expert at drawing summoning monsters, man. I should have been a cultist.
Most Doom.
It's his little tentacles, but he looks like a little chibi Cthulhu flying around.
Place one Doom in this space.
You pronounce it chibi or chibi?
Train station is the unstable
What do I know?
space.
No, it says
Internet, correct me.
spawn in most Doom. Lurker, place
okay.
one Doom in this space.
Can't. It goes over here and we flip the card.
Bum bum bum.
John did it.
Fair. This time I did it.
Strange things are happening all over Arkham. People from the distant past walk down the streets, wondering at unusual buildings. Events happen out of order. The dates on the editions of Arkham Advertiser seem to be chosen at random. Rogue figures dart in and out of shadows, and to your dismay, you think that you're being followed. Reveal cards from the bottom of the monster deck until you reveal a cultist monster.
So we got one night gaunt.
Yeah, just to you. There we go. No, that wasn't a cultist.
Reveal them.
There's one.
Human
Okay.
cultist. Do these others go
We
back?
don't
or-
know.
Spawn it in the, yeah,
Okay.
it's just reveal, and so spawn it in the street space nearest the leader.
That's me.
Street space nearest the leader. He's here, so, it
So
goes here.
Okay.
that one's the
I can't
closest.
reach.
Yeah.
What do we do with these guys?
Hang on.
Just leave them in the bottom of the deck.
Okay.
It's reveal them. You revealed them. Okay, so then put the rest on the top of the deck in a random order. You didn't let me finish, so yeah.
Well, but you already explained the rules. Well, okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. Doesn't matter.
Well, if you just
It gave us a chance to do it. We just didn't get to it in time.
okay, add card 5 to the codex and return this card to the archive.
Okay, then I'm writing with the next token. Maybe you guys
No,
can pass this to
we're
you.
not done yet.
Till
Time unstuck.
stickety stock.
Through all the odd occurrences, a sense of rising dread fills the air. The people, the ones from the proper time, scurry from door to door,
have to
unwilling
go
to
to the
be out
bathroom or
under
the
the
potty?
gunmetal sky. Window shades are drawn and businesses close early. As fluid as time is, you seem to be running out of it.
Of course we are.
When there are 3 or more clues on the scenario sheet, add card 4 to the codex. Do not remove this card from the codex. When there are 7 or more Doom on the scenario sheet, add cards 8 and 9 to the codex and return this card to the archive.
Okay.
Okay,
Try
so
to
still
get the
chasing
clues on
after
there.
clues. Hang on. You know,
I'm
still had
waiting.
one.
I know. I'm shaking.
Whatever this is.
Doom.
Doom.
Graveyard.
At least we figured out how to get rid
The
of Doom.
graveyard is what I'm sitting. Okay.
Okay, now it's your turn. To
Now I
draw.
pull the monster.
Cultists. So they go
thingy.
towards the. Where's the focus?
Okay, see, no. That's the reckoning.
Reckoning, yes.
So,
For every cultist
Oh,
monster,
yeah,
place a
they-
Doom in its space.
yeah. 1, 2.
Do the streets get one?
Yep.
If it's the street, I thought I read somewhere if it was the
It
street,
just goes onto the
went
card.
to-
Because it's a.
It goes to an adjacent space of
Yeah.
our choice.
yeah.
Oh. So not for this round.
He's a cultist. It's going there. There's one.
Okay,
going
so
there.
we're getting that one, but I'm talking about this one.
Yeah.
It goes to an adjacent space of our choice. That's a
You wanna-
cultist.
Yeah.
I can put it here and clear it before I move. But no, because we got enough on here. It's going to anomaly again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John, you want a Doom on your space so you can clear it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a choice, is it?
No, we
yeah,
have
we
a
have a
choice.
yeah.
Yeah, fine.
I'm gonna go to where you are to get the clue, so put it in that space.
Yeah.
Do you guys? I don't know because you have to engage.
Well, see, here's what it boils down to. I need to move and trade with you in order to
Yeah.
get the clue.
I was thinking we could stick it here and
That
then
triggers
one of you
an
could
anomaly.
play it. No, it's only 4.
Not yet.
3 in a space triggers an
Oh.
anomaly.
Oh, okay. I guess we don't.
Take your
wanna do
pick.
that.
I mean, if you want to leave it there, that's not what I'm concentrating
Let's
on
put
right
it on
now.
with you guys
Right.
because it's easier for you
Yeah.
somebody to clear it.
We'll just leave it up here for now.
Yeah.
News. Why even go on anymore? Opinion, everything is hopeless. The end draws near. Advertiser's final issue. Roll 1 die. The die roll is not a test.
So I can't help
Yes,
you.
1. You suffer a total amount of damage or horror equal to the die results. You choose how to split the die result between damage and horror. So it's a 1.
Boy, that would have been brutal.
It's a 1, and yeah, I will put that on there. Okay.
So have you drawn
That
2?
was my 2,
That
yes.
was- that's not it. Blank. And Doom.
Doom.
In the Merchant
Oh, no,
District
no. I won.
and the River Docks.
Yeah, it did. That's the blank one. We're getting that one back in.
Something good. That's a good one.
Blank
Blank
and
And
a
a clue.
clue.
Taking it.
Clue in Northside.
North side. North side is up here.
Oh,
Man.
you got it.
Got this feature on Google that people can text the store. Unfortunately, the store is me.
Aww.
Northside vigilante apprehended. Local
Dun-dun-dun.
factory worker unmasked.
Batman.
3 deaths now linked to the same man. I did what I had to do by Rex Murphy, staff writer.
That's me. I did it.
Headline, I choose 1. You suffer 2 damage and 2 horror, or you become cursed.
Cursed.
No. It would cancel my bless.
If you become
Yeah.
cursed, discard this card instead.
Oh, you got blessed. Nice.
So I would think I will be
What
suffering.
happens to him if he becomes
me one of
cursed? He's
each.
already
I can't.
cursed.
I can't become
Oh, never
cursed
mind. I'll
or
take it
blessed.
off of here.
Okay.
Off of me,
It's
one
part
of
of my
each,
special
and
rules.
put one of each on
It's a family curse. I can't get rid
that
of it.
card.
It's a family curse, yes.
I just learned to deal with it.
Yeah.
Actually, pretty decent.
I don't want to be cursed. Thank you very much. I like my bless.
Yeah, I would too. I would very much like it this. Doom.
Yes.
Or Doom.
Train station.
So I didn't count it, but how much Doom are we adding by tokens every turn, roughly?
A
3.
lot.
3?
You mean 3?
Well, there's the surge.
Well, yeah. It's,
There's
yeah,
Doom
it's-
and there's
that's
Surge.
It's
6.
roughly, yeah.
Every time through the bag is 6
Yeah.
minimum.
Luckily, it seems like those encounters help with reducing from anomalies. All right, guys. So my course of action here was try to cover that clue that you
All
had,
right. So
but I can't do that and also put it on there this turn.
can I kill that
That
eyeless
thing
watcher?
can.
That was going to be
Yeah,
my
one
so
more
if
damage.
he
If
kills
he goes first, he kills the next
and
one
then he kills the other one and moves to you, then you can trade and turn it in.
and then turn it in.
So the eyeless watcher has no minuses,
Just for observation, but that's for if you
That's
want
for
to evade
evade.
it. Yeah.
and it needs only 1 more damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I do an attack first. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attack that thing.
Okay, so he's going to engage with you now.
So it's engaged over to me.
Yeah. Because a perfect round here would be literally
Can't
you guys
both of
kill
them.
him, you come to me, give me the clue,
Got it.
I toss it.
Way dead.
Perfect.
Top of the deck.
So what's your second?
Second action. That doesn't work.
You're not
You could try
engaged.
to clear the. Oh yeah, you
No,
have
I
one.
don't do that. I will.
Trade, I guess.
No.
I'm gonna pass some cash over here.
No.
Problem with cash is you gotta go. Well, no, you've run into things.
I am going to gather. And after I perform it during the Merchant District,
you got a special-
I text influence, so I get 1,
There you go.
and I get 2 more.
Nice. Dollaries.
Okay, that's my 2 actions.
I think you should.
So I have a big pile of money, if anybody needs any money.
I need to go buy that
Minus
cigarette
2.
case. Is what
Yeah,
I need.
I got 8
Well,
total.
I mean, everybody would like to go buy something. I'd love to go buy something.
All right, come on,
but I
Becky,
can't get
shotgun
there
blast.
because there's a There's a monster.
You got
house.
it.
3.
It's dead.
It's not dead. It's at 7 health.
Oh.
It's
I can help.
2 plus the number of investigators. If you want to spend your sanity to see if we
think I
can't get
can.
3 more or 2 more in out of your 3.
2 more? Is that what we need each?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to spend my health instead of sanity. And because I spent my health, my lore is at 6. So
-1, so
minus
5.
1, so 5 die.
Come on, baby. Let's kill that thing.
1.
1. Ah.
Can you re-roll at all?
No, I don't have a reroll.
Well, it's one closer to death. Unfortunately, it was so close.
Can I still spend my thing to reroll on mine?
No.
Well,
You could have rerolled one of yours, but
yeah, because you can't
And
attack.
his action's done.
no, this is all on his action.
Yeah. He can.
I'm doing this during his test.
Yeah.
So can he use one of his die that?
What? I'm so sorry. What's becoming the?
So this is
Okay,
all
so
his
on
test.
my
Oh,
turn,
yeah, okay.
I rolled, and he used his ability to.
And you want to spend the
increase
focus to
reroll, so
re-roll
So I can
those?
spend the
This.
focus to
One
re-spin
die.
one of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Good
don't
luck.
see why you can't.
Good luck.
Oh,
see
almost
that?
a 5. It was like right there.
It
well.
sat and taunted us. All right. Well,
Alright.
I got one more.
And you know you don't
This
have to
needs one
spend
more.
the skill that you use. You can spend any of the focus tokens you want.
I use
But
this,
you only
I
have
don't
one.
have the one.
Right.
and I get a free focus for doing that.
There you
I'm
go.
casting
What do you
a
want?
spell. I want to focus my lore.
Okay. Yeah, so that's a trade-off for spellcasters, though. Your sanity does tend to ebb, so you got to keep an eye on
Well, I
it.
used health, but I actually got a nice
so
thing for
I'm gonna
getting my
refocus after that actually, for my second action.
There you go.
Okay.
Can you focus when you're engaged?
Yeah.
focus, attack, engage.
Engage.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't want to evade that 4 damage coming at you?
I only have to roll 1 die. I don't think I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
And on top of that, then he'll give it all to me.
Yeah,
No,
you do.
because it's exhausted. Why would it give it to
No,
you?
it's not exhausted.
It's not.
If you
after
evade,
you evade, it's
it
exhausted.
is.
No, it is not.
Yeah,
After you invade, it is,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes into space evaded, but then I'm stuck there. I can't leave.
What is it?
It's not engaged with you because it's exhausted.
I understand that, but then I am stuck there and not. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I'm not. I already did my thing. It would.
Yeah,
it would
I understand
engage
what you're
the
saying. Yeah,
highest.
because the
It would
encounters
back
are.
in.
We're trying to get the clues.
Yeah, you know, unless you just feel like you need the encounter.
Yes.
In the interest of personal self-preservation,
What
do
you
you
need?
want to move over and attack and try to do the last damage to this thing?
I can move. I can attack. What's my chances of success? What is it?
It's going to give you a -2 to your strength roll.
Okay, so I will be rolling 1 die, needing
Okay.
6s.
Okay.
You understand what I'm telling you? I
no,
cannot
yeah,
help you with
yeah.
this task. It is not something I
Not in
do.
your space,
I have no weapons.
but
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah. No, it's not that I don't want to do it. It's literally a
Yeah,
foolish.
Yeah, I got you.
It's a foolish
And you have
task.
to roll 6s only. I got you.
Uh huh.
Oh, you're gonna lose Becky.
So,
No, I'll just take damage. Oh, maybe not.
but I can come there, trade with you, take your clue, and is there anything you need of mine? Painkillers. Yeah.
If you get a card that, yeah,
Yeah.
Too much
So
sanity is what he
he
needs.
needs
Yeah,
your
that's what
sanity
it has.
buff.
So
I
you're
can't help
moving-
on the sanity. I can help on the.
So you're moving and trading.
Because you're about to take 4 physical damage.
Yeah, he's gonna lose Becky.
two of each.
Okay, so at least this will prevent some of the physical. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You can
So-
trade with everybody, by the way.
Yeah. Do you need anything? I mean, do you?
I don't need anything.
You want to give him any money?
But anybody need any cash? No, you don't need any cash.
No, I need to go spend this cash and get this
So
stupid
you need some
cigarette.
cash?
Yeah.
Because that'll allow me to roll 5s.
If it does you
Again,
any good,
Be like a normal
have some
person.
cash.
Because it's +1 to your die roll. Oh wait, no. What was it? Once per round, you may add 1 to the result of 1 die.
One day.
1 die.
That
Still,
can
still,
help if
yeah.
you
Do you have
roll.
spells, John?
no, I don't. I can use them. I don't particularly.
Do you
Yeah.
do you have any?
No, I don't have any
Okay.
spells. Which?
That's for either of us, really.
Yeah. I mean, I'm 7/7, right? So I'm middle ground on everything, but my will isn't very good. It's a
So
3.
you've gone.
By the way,
now,
cash
done
can
your-
repair yourself.
Yes, I moved.
Repairs.
Okay.
Potentially.
Well, I have
That's
to
with the
disengage
encounter,
or
right?
something.
And
Yeah.
cash giving sanity.
Well, what's gonna happen is
Potentially, so-
he's down 1 health. One of
I
us
know.
will kill
I
you,
understand.
or Mike will kill him next turn. It's
All
just you got to take this hit right now.
Well, I can't because I get.
I'm gonna
One
lose
dice.
Becky in this attack too.
Yeah,
I was doing it to the unmodified creatures.
understood.
Okay, so Can I go?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm going to evade because I have a monster on me. I'm going to use my spell by spending a sanity, which will let me test my lore instead of my eye. Because I'm using a spell, I get to add 2 to my lore, so I'm rolling 6 dice to evade this stupid thing.
You got enough?
Yes.
Yes. So I
It's
evade it, it's
exhausted.
exhausted, and I get to run away. I'm going to pay my $1 I have left to
So
move
you-
3
you-
spaces.
You get to move for free because she successfully evaded, right?
Get an additional
No.
action.
You get an additional action,
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
1.
1, 2, 3,
and then you're gonna ward.
and then I'm going to ward, yes.
So what's the dollar to? What are you talking about?
When you move, you can spend
Look at the
money.
move.
Yeah. You
$2.
No.
You can
it's
spend it
up
to
to.
2, up
Up
to
to
2
2.
to
It's
a
move
dollar
that
per
many
space.
additional
That
spaces.
additional.
So I spent 1 to move an additional space. And
You got it.
I
2
got
of them.
3?
There's only 2 there. But here's
Yeah.
your remnant.
I'll take another remnant, sure. Okay.
What was it we can use the
Done.
remnants for?
I don't know. It hasn't come up yet for me.
Well, there's remnants as a possible
Yeah,
cost
there's a
in
lot
this
of
space,
costs and stuff.
and also
Doesn't seem bad to have it, other than maybe a
There's
monster
something.
that goes after the person with most
Because
remnants.
one of my blood is power. When casting a spell, if you suffer damage or spend remnants, you get +2. Can you normally?
you can
spend
use remnants to more safely cast spells,
Okay.
or exchange remnants for money during certain encounters at either the advertiser or the docks.
Okay.
So when we traded, do you want the remnant? I don't know if you're a spellcaster.
I am not
No.
a spellcaster.
All right, then screw you, and I'm not getting it.
I don't need any more money. I can get.
Yeah, I get it. That's
Take
why
an
I said-
action, I get $5.
The only reason I was going to give it to you is if you were a spellcaster. You don't need money.
So there's nowhere I
Your
can
ears.
go that is not going to be engaged.
Wish I
Speaking
could
of
do
which,
something with the money.
Don't you gain a remnant for killing this thing earlier?
Yep.
Does it has a
Yeah, it's got a lot to do. So you do have one.
Is that me?
Yeah, you killed that earlier.
I'll go get more coffee. Everybody here is still good, right? Hey.
He's exhausted. I could move here, but it doesn't do me any good.
You get a street encounter.
Oh, there are street encounters.
Could be
Yes, there
something
are.
interesting.
If he goes here.
If I
Street
here.
encounter. If
That's
you
exhausting.
if you're there when there's an
Yeah, so
encounter.
that's the only way I can move it
So
through.
he can move through it, yeah.
Yeah, these are both
Otherwise, I
coming
go
after you.
and I'm not great at attacking because I didn't choose that spell. So I could move, and I could. There's nothing to ward. I could focus, or I could gain money. I guess I'll move to the street and panhandle.
Alms for the poor. Okay, I think we've all gone, yes?
Okay, monsters move.
Okay, this guy doesn't move. He...
The unstable space is the train station if it matters.
Lowest strength, that's me.
Yeah, they're both going to engage you. Unstable space.
So I take this.
So it's going to go in here and engage us, right?
Off, right?
Yep.
2 health.
So it's going to engage the highest influence. That's me.
You got engaged?
Yep.
Oh, that's nice. What's the
It's
My
gonna
wife's
do
gonna
one.
be
It's
upset.
gonna do 1 damage to me.
Wait.
Monster
Depends what
attack
kind
does
of-
1 damage to me.
You know, I mean, I wouldn't recommend more than
And I
one
get
wife,
no
guys.
encounter.
It sounds great, but oof. Huh?
Yeah, get no
Oh yeah,
encounter.
that's the really sucky part about all that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Only
So-
you.
And me.
Well, I mean, in ours,
Yeah.
where the clues are.
So, 1 for...
Well, but
John.
I'm not gonna get a clue. No, there's no singularity here, huh?
Yeah, there's a bunch of clues still in there.
Okay, all right.
All right. So have we done with the monsters?
Yeah.
Yeah,
East
I took
Merchant
my
District.
damage.
Somebody
This
read me
one,
my fate.
this one recovers.
He's on
Did you
the
lose that
aisle.
too?
No, not
Yes.
yet. What happens if I lose all of my sanity?
You
You
go
go
insane
insane.
and you're out of the game.
Am I out of the game?
So you gotta sacrifice Becky.
And then
I
usually
think.
you get another character.
You can
and
pull another usually, but I will check.
It depends. If it's like
Yeah, the other one was.
if it's like Eldritch Horror, you flip your card, your remnants are there. People can go get them and help you a little bit, like get better results.
By the way, if it says direct damage, you can't put it on a card.
Oh.
They have direct damage now.
Yeah, whatever, if it says.
All right. So let's see what happens here. That's why we don't want you to go down.
Damage and horror.
No, he has to take it right now, right?
Yeah.
They're still
Well,
doing
I can put
monsters.
it somewhere.
You might have to sacrifice.
If you are
something.
defeated, remove your investigator token from the board, discard all of your cards and tokens. Not only do you lose your investigator and equipment, the city of Arkham suffers as well. When you are defeated, you place a doom on the scenario sheet.
Which is what we don't want.
You will need to select a new investigator to control. Return your defeated investigator sheet token to the box. Choose a new investigator who has not been played. As in setup, gather your new blah blah blah. After the Mythos phase is over, place your investigator at the starting space. You're ready to continue.
Sacrifice
Can I
Becky.
throw more? Like if I'm going to lose an item, can I just throw all the damage at it?
No.
So I'm going to use up the painkillers. That's for my two damage.
Good thing I gave you those.
Thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
then Becky's destroyed.
Okay.
And then there's 1 sanity.
Alright, that's the way it is.
Poor Becky.
Where's that go?
They'll go back in the.
Fox. Yeah. Just save it there. Okay, I pulled this card for John. Unvisited
Should take
Isle. The
another
golden
spell, and then
golden
I'd be
butterflies
the
land
heavy
on the
hitter.
branches of surrounding trees and spin their countless cocoons. You may become delayed to watch what happens next.
Sure, butterfly sounds lovely. I'm delayed.
They hatch into a swarm of red and black caterpillars. You gain 1 clue from your neighborhood and 1 remnant.
I'll gladly take it. After you gain a clue, you may gain $1. You may focus 1 skill of my choice.
That is a
So
So
much money.
clue card.
I am going to get $1. Okay, thank you. Which so far has done me nothing for the game.
And is there anything you're not
may
focused
foc-
on?
Well, yeah, actually there is. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, 1. So that's observation influence. Now I'm maxed out. Which allows me to spend something that I don't.
You got a lot of rerolls.
Potentially, and I need them.
What's this key symbol?
I
Mike?
mean, what's what?
You got me. You got the book.
Someone pull my
Pull what?
My Easton encounter card.
Down.
Thank you.
Where are you?
Velma's Diner.
So then,
Probably where I work.
yeah. You at least make good food.
Gain a curio item.
Okay.
You gain a curio?
No, it's a
No,
possibility.
he's asking about what's
Yeah.
possible there. Gain remnants or curio items.
Yeah, this I'm guessing is
Well,
one of the
we're not going to be doing that, so.
higher items.
Velma's Diner. Eggs over easy, hash browns, and Velma's excellent coffee.
Now I'm hungry.
You or an ally recover 2 health. Mind if I join you? The man introduces himself as Ryan Dean, a traveling salesman. Have I got a deal for you?
No,
You may buy 1 common item
I'm broke.
from the display pile for half price.
Zero that.
That's
Mother
okay. My
Hubbard.
ally
Yeah,
gained
you could have got this one.
Yeah.
stuff back. So yay.
Oh well. Clues are more important right now. So my next turn, really, all I'm doing is getting up and then tossing a clue on there.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the goal.
Sounds good.
Next.
That's it. Nobody else gets to get one because they have.
Yeah, we have monsters. We have monsters.
Encountered,
Do you have a monster?
Yep.
I
Yep,
do.
he
I
has
got
2.
2 stalkers.
No. So
Yeah.
we're all monstered up.
So nobody else.
Go figure, the waitress gets stalkers.
That's it.
No encounter, so we're mythosing it.
Mythos Phase.
Mythos Phase. The grab bag of doom, folks. Be amazed and marvel at a blank token. And then a clue.
In
Where?
East
And
Town.
now I give you guys all the bad stuff.
Don't do that.
Well, I have to
Be
put it all
bad.
in here along with the good stuff.
I
so.
understand.
You could just accidentally not put the bad stuff in there.
All right, well that's gonna be a small bag, guys, because ain't a lot of that. Very good. Ready this for next turn. Well,
First
I'll
one is news.
Bad news, travels fast.
Trucker strike leads to shortages. Trade unionists at it again. Food necessities affected. Are unions communist? Headline Rumor. Add this card to the codex and discard all other rumor headlines. The value of each item in the display is increased by 2 for as long as this card is in the codex. Before you would buy one or more items from the display, you must test your influence, -1. If you pass, you ignore this card for that round.
Oh, okay. So if you fail, you're paying $2 more.
Yeah.
Right. And I got a blank.
So that's good for me if I ever get any place that I could buy anything.
Doom.
Doom in the Merchant District at the TikTok Club.
So the only thing I'm not quite understanding the mechanic is what determines if it's from the front or the back, the pull.
Doom is the back, Clue is the front.
Gotcha.
And a clue.
Clue is north side. Because you take it off the top and then it has to go
North
into the
side.
deck here so that the clue events are possible.
You find the clue, you get. Okay, got it.
Okay.
My turn. Come on, blank tile. Nope, that's a creature.
Monster
Monster.
spawns. Unstable space.
Is TikTok Club.
And a blank.
Nice. Okay.
Thank you. So I've regained some ray of hope for us, by the
La
way.
Bella Luna in the downtown.
That would be
Nope, that
put
goes
one
on
here.
to the.
Goes on the
That's
Yeah.
what I was hoping to avoid.
What did I?
other
not
side.
Other side. It's not a clue. Never mind. See, that's what I get for saying something. I can put one more on.
Doom. East Town. At Hibbs Roadhouse. All right. That
How many
takes
more
care
Doom
of that.
tokens on the card before bad stuff happens?
4, 5, 2 more.
2 more.
Yeah, 2 more.
Okay.
I can probably put one clue token on there next turn, but then I need another turn to put this last one on there.
Okay.
Well, you might
Do you want
get
to?
in a counter that says place 2. Ooh,
That would be sweet.
I'm gonna check that in my rolls now.
that's why
Yeah,
sending them to one person isn't necessarily the best thing, but it takes longer. But
I get it.
okay, so we're back around to doing things.
Yep.
So, why don't you?
Well,
try?
you're only going to
I
do
can
one
help
thing.
you.
Yeah.
So I want
you
to
guys
point
want me to
something
go?
out.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
doesn't he just?
This guy doesn't move. He just adds Doom to where he's at. So if we want to stop more Doom from going on there, he needs to be taken care of.
Well, he's
Just
not going to be
FYI.
doing anything about
Yeah.
that. So
who's
sorry,
not
Me
That's-
and
that's you.
John, yeah, the
Can't
two
help
of
ya.
us. I'm just saying that it needs to.
can't help you. I've
What?
already. 3 of us have already got monsters
Yeah.
All I can do is get up,
and put a clue token.
put a clue token out there.
You do it.
That's basically what's gonna happen. Okay, so we
many more clue
were
tokens do you need?
observation of
2.
3 plus 1, 4, and then this is a research action, so plus 2, and I get to add 1 to the result of each die I roll, and I can re-roll them all.
Of each die or one die?
Each die.
Each.
Add 1 to the result of each die you roll when it's a research action.
Okay.
That's why I'm
So it's 5 or 6.
Yeah.
5 or 6s, and I can re-roll 1 or all of my dice. All right, let's go. Is it?
For every success, you place a clue token.
So I could potentially end this right now.
Yeah.
Well, end this. So
You add 1 to the die, right?
Yeah, but he needs
Yeah.
6.
I need
for
6
successes.
Yeah, he
Oh.
can
He's got
only
one
do
six.
So
6
I can sit with this
Re-roll
one, or I
all.
can re-roll all. I'm gonna re-roll all.
Gamble it. Yeah.
I'm gonna re-roll all.
Because you need a 5 and a 6, right?
It's got a 6. That's it.
That's just one, guys. I'm sorry, I tried, but
Don't you have an ability to roll 1 dice also?
what?
Can't you use one of your
I
skill
don't know if you can
tokens?
re-roll a
Yeah.
re-roll.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, usually you can't.
Okay.
Look up re-roll rules.
If I can, sure, I'll spend one of these to re-roll a die and get
See if
another
there's
shot.
re-roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that what it is?
Yeah.
A re-roll.
Rolls, dice usually roll as part of a test. We can dice that are rolled outside of test, but we can't. Doesn't say anything about it.
No re-roll rule?
Nope.
Geez, there usually is a re-roll.
Look under golden rules in the reference. The very beginning has golden rules.
let's see. You can use focus.
I can't believe needing 5s or 6s. Just cut me a break here.
I can help you. It's a
Assuming,
test. I could use my spell.
yeah, all it's gonna do is advance the story. We don't even know how much what we gotta do after that.
I don't really know how much help it actually gives.
Doesn't say anything about
But we need to get to the end of the story to live.
True.
Yeah, agreed. That's up to you, man. If you want to do it, I don't know how healthy you are.
It's a hard sanity take, loss.
Focus
It's
2
only
is
gonna end
raw
up being-
resolving a test for each focus.
I'm going to gain
Reroll one
sanity,
die,
actually,
and
because
skip.
I'm going to put 2 on
Put it on
this,
there,
and
which
that
would
gives
gain
me
you-
1 extra sanity.
Yeah, I don't see any.
All right, so let's assume there's no restriction
I
on
think
that.
but you have to spend reroll tokens to.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't multiple reroll with token one after the other. Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
So I have to
choose,
You
spend.
spend
Yep.
to reroll 1 dice.
So
I suppose you could spend them to reroll another dice, as long as you got dice. That
Yeah,
haven't
like
been
he has
rerolled.
he
He's
has
got
5
4 that he
dice
could
here.
choose.
He could use all 5.
You
and
can use
reroll all
any
of them
token
once.
to reroll a dice.
Yeah.
1 dice.
Spend them all to reroll all 5.
see what happens.
No.
Really?
Wow.
Fracking done with these, man.
That's uncanny. 3 times. No 5s.
I can still help, but we'll save it, I guess.
That's amazing.
That's insane.
I'm gonna
We've seen that before, though.
see if I can kill this thing and
Descent.
get it off me before I'm dead. Come on, 5 6.
I'm going to help you.
I appreciate it.
So
You can put it there and then you gain some.
I'm going to put 1 on him and 1 on me, but I'm going to gain 1 back, so it's going to wash for me.
Sounds good. And you roll.
And then that gives me...
Hopefully you don't fail the test on the spell.
5, because I have...
minus 1.
Oh,
huh?
minus 1, yeah. I could have used blood for it, but I only have 3 blood, and these guys are going to hit me.
There we go. He's dead. Go away.
Do you get anything for it?
I get a remnant.
Nasty monster.
Cool. I am going to.
Don't help me, though.
I can only move. I wanted to move down here so I could spend the money that Mike gave
You'll
me
get
to heal
engaged.
myself, but I'm going to take a monster out instead. Oh, I can't even do that anyways, right? Because that requires an action.
What? To
Yeah,
do what?
no, that's the encounter.
That's the it's just telling you what
But
the
you'll end up
encounter
engaged
could
with a
give
rogue
you.
figure, so you won't get an encounter.
Yeah.
So you killed the guy that you're at right now,
Yeah.
and
I attacked, so that's one of mine. So all I can do now is move or try to roll my
If you're trying to get sanity, you could move right to the asylum, but the monster stays there, right?
you have money to spend.
got a whole bunch
Well,
of
I
money.
gave him a whole bunch of money,
So
Right.
you could do that.
and that's regain sanity there at the
Also,
asylum chance.
You're going to engage
Oh no,
the.
never mind. It's got this. You
No,
don't-
but he's gonna. Yeah,
But it
he's,
would.
You don't get the
yeah.
Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, but we
No.
still need to clear that. And
I know, but I misinformed him. So let him make his
Understood, yeah.
choice.
well, yeah.
you can move to me. I can help protect you
That's not
if I
after me.
live.
Well, I guess we could choose.
If you're in the same space as me, I can
Do you remember
flesh
the stats
guard
were
you.
on this thing?
No.
Nasty. 4 health. -2 to strength.
Basically, fundamentally, you need to get back up in
and
strength.
I don't remember what the.
Yeah, I'm thinking I should go over there to see if I
Well,
can
you
get
can
a
you
weapon.
can move two. It'll jump you if you move towards it.
It just says it will move directly to the person with the most remnants.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, we all have
between me,
3.
Shelby, and
I mean,
John.
we all
So
have
if you
2.
move to me,
Well,
I can flash ward.
if
and
there's a
prevent
tie, the investigators choose.
Right.
that. So you
And
can-
if you
with
want to
your
move
motorcycle,
2
you can
spaces
make it
to the
do
general store to buy
That's-
items,
off of you.
that. No, you can't. But I can still.
that's where I
When
want
he
to be.
attacks you, I
Hey.
can still flush one.
Hey,
But the problem is the
Hey.
sanity.
I'm keep,
No, this
Not
is
paying attention.
any damage.
Yeah,
general store.
right there.
if I go here, I can buy it right now, or I have a
No,
chance
the
Yeah,
to
you
buy
have a
encounter
chance.
is spend
That's-
money to
that's what
buy
I'm saying.
stuff.
You got a lot of choices.
Because that doesn't prevent sanity, right? It's just
It says damage. Is damage sanity and physical? Is there?
Yeah.
Do they call it different?
No. Well, horror and damage, yeah. They do
Horror and
different.
damage.
Just
okay.
keep
So
in mind that
damage is only
shotgun is
physical.
$6. So even though you got money, it's go.
He's got
That's
six.
fast.
A +2 because of the event.
Yep.
The news thing.
It's 8 unless you pass an influence test.
So
Minus
at best
1.
you can get this 38 revolver, a leather coat. I mean, yeah.
Or you could stay and try to clear that token that's on you. The Doom. It's on that square.
Yeah.
But you only have 2 lore, right?
Yeah. My lore is not great.
You went from being badass to not so much after you lost Becky.
Held off everything
You
for a
did.
while.
You fought like
Yeah, and-
how many monsters?
I could come to you, and then you can use a trade action to take this mystic tomb from me
Can't
before I
believe I
die.
wasted all of that
I
and
can't.
nothing came of it.
Trade because I've got to fight these 2
All right.
guys.
Frustrating. I could have spent the clue to reroll.
I'm gonna go up here and we'll see what the special event is.
Yep.
Alright.
Perfect.
I mean, worst case scenario, you're getting rid
Okay,
of
I'm
some.
over to me. I'm going to attack the rogue figure that's engaged with me.
I mean, dying in this game is not uncommon.
Yeah.
So.
That's why they have a rule for picking a new.
Yeah, so you pick up a new person.
Which we put all of that.
Boom.
Are you still blessed?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, he
I
took the
haven't
damage.
failed any tests
Yeah,
yet.
he took the
Okay.
damage red.
And I have a Mongo reroll if I feel like I might fail. So, all right. So I get one more action where I'm sitting and I'm unengaged, but the rogue figure is going to come to me. So I'm not going to get an encounter no matter what, because I have the highest influence, unless I move away. Which seems like
Make them
a
chase you.
Well, no. Where's the unsettled space right now?
move towards the unstable space, engage the highest influence. So his hibs.
But he's gonna move in that way.
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
So he will
We haven't even
bypass me right
gotten-
now and go this way.
Much past.
I don't. And that thing goes to.
Between the 3 of us.
Well, that's not going to help me either. So, I'm just going to I'm just going to sit there and do my trust fund action and gain $5. Resupply the money I gave away.
Sounds good.
Since I can't buy anything, the rates, skyrocketing rates.
You want to go or me go?
Me go bad.
Not me go. Yeah. As soon as I said that, I was like,
Go. You go.
okay. So
You gotta fight.
I can fight or
Or
evade.
you
I'm
engage,
equally as bad at either of those options. No, because I'm worse at evade because they give me -1 to evade.
So I really
So,
wonder how this
let
game
me-
scales down to 1, right?
Try fighting.
I guess you don't draw as many tokens from the bag.
You just gotta get one hit in.
Just thinking of trying to keep the area control down.
I could focus first.
Yeah, you could. You should do that actually.
Focus.
Give you one more chance to.
Focus and fight.
There you go.
One is dead.
Well, that's good. That's good. Any rewards?
No, not for these. These are little mooks.
Those are your 2 things.
That's it. Yeah, he's just gonna hit me next time.
Okay. This might be a crazy idea, but I'm gonna try anyway. Moving.
Mm-hmm.
And engage.
I'm gonna
Evade him.
engage him and I'm gonna evade him, yes.
Yeah.
He only does 1 health. That's not that bad.
Hmm.
You got -1 to your evade.
Nice
Well,
one,
it's
attack.
not if I make it my lore.
Ah,
Which will then, I can roll 6 dice for.
yeah. So she's
So-
just gonna exhaust him. so
And
he
it's just
doesn't
gonna
keep
exhaust it.
adding.
He's not gonna do any damage to anybody. Yeah, pass. So, he's just gonna sit here, exhausted.
You evade him, so you get another action.
I get another action, which I'm going to try to ward
Clear that
with.
stuff.
It's only 4 dice. Didn't do anything.
No rerolls, no nada.
Nada. Oh, well, actually, I could magic gift and roll again. Roll them all again.
Yeah.
Defensive
funny.
That's a free thing, yeah, do it.
Yeah, because... alright.
Got it.
Yay!
Got
Two of them, another remnant. So now you
Well,
are
that means I'm gonna get the lovely dragon.
you are the target.
But that's okay.
No, I have
I
two,
get it.
too.
Well, it's
She's
Oh, yeah, three.
it's not going to come after you right now because you
No,
It's evaded.
but
exhausted
still.
it.
Yeah,
No, this thing.
that thing.
Oh, that.
Moves to me.
What's
Oh,
this move?
directly?
Teleports
Yeah,
directly to
directly
the most.
to the person with the most remnants.
Oh.
But that's okay.
Move directly to
Oh.
and engage.
Is that
Oh,
everybody?
Most remnants.
Maybe.
That's everybody.
That's everybody,
Alright.
yeah.
Monster
So monster.
moves and engages.
So well, why not? Since we're talking about it,
Okay, so this is moving towards the unstable space, which is
Two health
Hibbs row
and
house,
one
so it goes
sanity.
here.
Nice dodge, nice
you want
dodge.
to sacrifice something? Or,
No, I'm not gonna sacrifice. I'm gonna
And
take the two
is that all the monsters on the table?
yeah, I take one damage.
Monsters attack.
I'm almost dead too. No monsters are
Okay.
moving.
And monsters, that becomes readied.
Yeah, I did it already.
We good?
Yep.
Encounters, not
Do you
that.
want to put one of them on your thing over there?
No.
Should have said it.
Encounters, you are here.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
hopefully that'll be a clue thing. Come on, baby! Nope.
Yeah.
But, Unvisited Isle, a bit of digging reveals a mass grave. Test will. The horror. Oh, the horror. You found a mass grave. What can I tell you?
Well, I'm suitably horrified.
If you pass, no. If you fail, you cannot stand the thought of all those corpses suffer two horror.
Okay.
And you've got a lot to
Yeah.
give up.
And you have got a monster, so you don't get an encounter. You've got a monster, you don't get an encounter. You get an encounter for a change.
Against the special ones.
Anomaly.
It's one of the special ones.
I really.
Yeah, I think
one
so.
on there?
No. they're-
One.
Do you want somebody else to read it?
Sure.
On one,
Yeah.
temporal fissure. You come upon a Persian mosaic that depicts men with strange weapons fighting among broken buildings. Lore. Test.
Yay!
If you pass, you identify obscurely within the struggle. That is a bad sentence. If you pass, you identify obscurely with the struggle. Oh, you identify obscurely with the struggle.
Yeah, it's.
You remove one doom from
Awkward.
your space.
Hey, that's.
Doom away.
It's
Just two more and we'll be good.
that does really help.
Okay, so me, I'm at the Unvisited Isle. Unvisited Isle.
The most
Something has been
time
left on a
spent has been
stump
there.
in the center of a clearing. You gain one curio item. The ground around you is marked like a labyrinth. Will test.
So gain a curio item and then make a will test.
Get the item first, and it might help.
Fine clothes. Once per round, you may pay half price while buying an item.
Okay.
You need to get somewhere where you can actually spend some money.
I do. So I'm doing a will test, did you say?
Yes.
I passed. Thank you, blessed.
If you pass, you resist the magic that binds you here. If you fail, it's magic fail.
Sorry.
So
You're
you
Yeah, you're good. You just don't become delayed.
you avoided the bad thing.
It's all right, I got some fine clothes. Once per round, you may pay half price. Round it up while buying an item.
Very suitable.
Oh, yeah. If I could just get somewhere. I keep giving away my money, though.
Is
So.
that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're moving quicker.
Now we're
Well, yeah.
defense phasing it.
It becomes routine after a while. You get beat up. You start feeling desensitized to it. You get beat up again. It's blank. Yeah. And a clue. I'm doing pretty good with these.
East Town.
East Town clue. Clue on East Town? You guys
Yeah,
got
we
it?
got it.
Okay.
Why, there's clues all over the place.
There is. Just getting them is. We can't get a clue.
News.
News. Do 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 do.
when you hand that to her, it should spit.
Right. Purse snatchers pursued. New wave of crime in the streets. Cops have no leads. Street toughs linked to Irish mob. You suffer 2 damage unless you discard an item.
Ew. Ew, what a horrible choice.
2 damage unless I discard an item.
An
Or
item.
I can discard my ally and giving him the 2 damage.
Well, it says... Oh, yeah.
I know,
'cause you
but I
can-
would give him the 2 damage and just...
Well, you would still take 1.
No.
2
damage.
damage.
He has
Oh,
2
and
health.
that guy. Oh, okay.
What did your ally do for you?
Half price item. Which,
Yeah, which...
hasn't been of any use for me at all.
Bye, Henry.
He jumps in front of the... What is it?
He jumps in front of the purse snatchers and...
And gets stabbed.
And-
Now you're gonna be Batman because your parents were, like, killed and stuff.
Go figure the magician has the purse.
Right.
Okay, so the 2 tokens.
Oh, wait, I only got 1, I guess. I got so distracted by the news.
It was bad.
That's a monster.
Summon monsters. Thank you.
No. Yeah, Unstable Space.
Hibbs Road's house is the unstable space.
So, because we pull monsters from the bottom, we could end up... No, because it goes to the top. Never mind. I'm wrong. This chaosy symbol thing. What the...
Reckoning?
Yeah.
Find the cultist, put a doom marker on each one.
Yeah.
This goes to the card.
Oh, does it?
Is that a cultist?
Yeah, but there's no...
No, there's an anomaly there.
As long as there's an
Oh,
anomaly,
okay.
Yeah.
it goes.
So
And there's now an anomaly there.
So
We get to put it where we want.
Adjacent.
let's put it not
I would-
where the
I would-
anomaly is.
I would put it over here.
No, you
Because
don't
it's
want
an
That's
anomaly.
a doom.
Well, hold on. These all go in the same time, right? This one just got one, so we just got the anomaly. Could we not just throw it there also?
Yeah, we could do that first.
Well, go ahead. Fine.
Yeah.
Don't think so,
We're
but
going to have the anomaly either way. We could put the one there first, and then
Yeah,
put the
because
third
this
one
all
there and get the anomaly.
simultaneously resolves.
whatever.
Okay.
Pass the bag.
Oh, my turn. That was your 2? That was just 1, right?
Did I do another one?
You just did the 1.
I think that's
Okay, so here you go.
out and
No,
we-
he's
chaos first.
Yep. I keep forgetting it was the top or the bottom, but top card. Okay, every place in north side.
That's one of the
Another anomaly.
Okay, so
Put that on stand, John.
and we just triggered the scenario because you can't have more than 5 in a. And we just triggered the scenario to 7 doom on the scenario thing. So
I tried. I tried to reduce the doom.
You tried to trigger it? What?
No, I tried to reduce the doom.
She did almost
Alright,
take a dark
so
pack,
when
just
there are
saying.
7, it add cards
I did not.
8 and 9.
You were offered one.
I was
Return
offered
this
it. but I
card
did
to
not
the
take it.
archive. This can't be good.
I'm sure it can.
Everything in here now.
But we're telling the story how we're going to die in
Die
a horrible
horribly.
summoning of Azathoth.
The world
All
will die,
right.
by the way,
A
guys.
terrible crashing sound pulls your attention towards the sky. A massive rift floats over Arkham. We've seen this in the Avengers movie, you know. A menacing aura permeates the atmosphere, and a visible bubble of distortion envelops the city. And 1 doom token and 1 asterisk token.
Is the asterisk number of investigators or something?
These are the only things we never used. It should say at the beginning what the tokens are called.
We'll look.
At the beginning of the book.
Is it that thing, though? Mike?
That's the one. No, that's not the one. It's a spiky wheel.
I think that's these.
And we have the doom at 1 doom token and 1 something token. And I don't see that token even. Oh, it's an. Is that an anomaly token?
Yeah, that's the only thing.
That's the anomaly token
To add it to what?
to the Mythos cup.
Oh,
Oh, okay. I put the extra
that's
ones in there.
these. That's what those are.
Okay. Oh, it's the gate. It's the gate. What you call it? Token.
Add 1 Doom token and 1 Mythos token to the Mythos cup. Reveal all face-down markers.
All face-down markers?
And remove all markers but the red one.
I'm confused.
These.
If there are no markers,
Normal.
place 1 red marker face up in the starting space.
Red marker.
That must
Starting
be it.
space.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bad things.
Then flip this card.
It's almost the Biohazard Rose.
Azathoth awakens.
Of course he does.
Isn't this what we were trying to prevent?
Well,
Yeah.
The gateway to the center of chaos looms over Arkham. The demon Sultan, a being of supreme power, threatens to consume not only Arkham but the entire world. Azathoth cannot be defeated by human hands, but perhaps there's another way. The space with the red marker is the epicenter.
Okay.
Action. You move to the future. Perform this action only at the epicenter. The future is not adjacent to any other space. You will not be able to move back with a normal move action.
Okay.
When there are 5 clues on this card, flip card 9 and read the Lost in Time effect. When there's 13 or more Doom on the scenario sheet, flip card 9 and read the Blind Chaos effect. 9. The future. Only skeletons remain of the buildings in Arkham. The blasted landscape is all that's left of your future. This card is a space called the future. If Doom would be placed on this space, place the Doom on the scenario sheet instead. Action. Clue action. You prepare for a massive ritual enclosing the entire city in a circle inscribed with the crooked star of the Elder Sign. Lore -2. If you pass, move 1 clue from the scenario sheet to card 8. Perform this action only if you're in the future. Instead of resolving an encounter on this
We need
space,
to go to the future.
you fear this
Yeah.
future is what awaits the earth you call home.
If I
You
even
suffer
am
2
able
horror.
to survive. That's what I'm worried about.
You got take good evasion. So
So
evade then move.
Well, I've got this guy, and then I'm on a space with a.
So you
now-
have to
now
be at
already
the
monster,
epicenter
so I
to
don't know
get
if that
to the
becomes mine,
future.
too. I have to evade them both. But
and there has to be, how many clues do we need? 5. So we need 5 clues on the scenario sheet to be able to do anything. Because you have to move them from there to there.
So we have a question.
And it takes 5.
well, let's finish the Mythos round, and then
Yeah.
when we come back to our action phase,
Was
we'll
there
talk
anything
about
else
it.
to do? Oh, he's still got a
Yeah,
poll.
we still got 2 more polls.
After all that, we still got
After
more
all that.
polls.
Ready? Burst.
Oh, do you start over and they hit the burst right away?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was the top card, wasn't it? Yep. So, Rivertown. So, one of them is going here.
Didn't we just clear that?
Yeah,
You guys left.
cleared a lot of things.
Another Doom.
Well, guess what?
Back to Rivertown.
Yep, because Doom 10, it was the only one that got put on the bottom of the deck.
Where are we with us? Is it?
So it's,
Black Cave now.
oh no, so it's black. Yeah, so it's going right here. Because there's an anomaly there.
How many more Doom
So
tokens on that? before the
we
next
13.
phase?
So we have 9. We can 4 more and we're done.
Damn it.
Just need a burst gate.
We got
on one of
anomaly.
yeah, just need a burst
Freaking
gate.
anomalies everywhere. We're done. That's a thought. It's kicking our ass. Clue! Yay! In the merchant district.
I don't know where they all are.
Yeah,
Like you went there and you just stayed there.
and there's no anomaly there, so we can
Good food.
The
Things
only
try to get
place-
clues.
So I'm just
We-
confused because I
don't
put him
know,
on
it used to be die,
Azathoth
but it got all
still when I
gentrified.
put these clues there.
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah.
I can't fracking believe after all that I went through, I couldn't get this.
Yeah.
Well, it's too late now because we need 5 now to cause something good to happen.
So the 2 on there are lost.
No. They're
No.
Okay. Just need another 3 more before we can...
We're now up to 5 needing 5.
Yeah, okay.
And we need them over here because then you have to go to here to move them to here.
Wherever.
He's in the pull next.
So they have to be here first, and then you have to move them to there. So another clue. So Rivertown. I pulled 2 clues. Isn't that nice?
That's special.
Well,
No, I'm just thinking where I need to go. I need to be here. I don't go anywhere. I just...
we just we need to accumulate some clues and move them to the card as fast as we should have been doing all along. But
Well,
Okay.
that was the objective, was to move clues to the card.
Everybody
I
flip
caught on to
their
that.
action things back to white.
So we're pretty much hosed.
Okay, so question, because, I'm here with a ready monster now.
So is
So is it
engaged
going to
her?
be engaging me automatically?
She exhausted it last turn,
like,
but then the monster phase
yeah.
happened, so it became ready.
Yeah.
So does it start her turn engaged to her?
Yep.
Okay.
It's the same space for any reason.
Okay, so then it will be. I can evade both of them at the same time, basically.
One
Yeah,
evade check
exactly.
at the
Okay.
The
maximum
one with the
modifier.
worst.
Well, it doesn't
you-
affect
yeah,
me
yeah.
if I'm doing my lore thing, so. Okay. Great.
You just need
So
2 successes.
So am I going to go first? No? Is that
Sure,
what
if you
we're
want
doing?
to.
Exactly.
I think so.
If you know what you're going to do, just do it.
Yeah.
It's not going to affect
Okay,
anybody
that-
else.
6 dice to evade.
Need 2 successes.
You got 1.
I got 1, and I can magic if
You can reroll 1 die or all.
Wonder what the mathematicians say about those odds.
So it's a 5 or 6, so that's
So one out of 3,
33%.
33%, and it's 33% to roll the 2 successes on 6 dice. So
Right.
it's entirely
It's
equal.
really half and half, huh? Just reroll the whole thing.
What feels better? Yahtzee roll.
You got
There we
was
go.
2. There you
2
go.
down. Okay. So now they're evaded, and I get to take an action, right?
Yes.
Get to take
Free
an
action.
additional action.
So
You still have 2. So you can move and go forward in time. Oh no, you need money. Oh, do you have? No, you're out of money.
Forward
but I
in
can
time.
still to go to
The
the
future.
future, where we both need to go to the future to do the lore rolls because we have the
We're
highest
good with
roll.
lore. So we're
So-
trying to get over to the little red.
Right.
Well, there's only 2 to move, and you need to move 5.
Yeah.
Right.
So
We need to make
somebody
our
else
way
has to
there.
get them into the card first in order to move 5 to the future. Because you move them from the card to the future,
Oh, okay.
and you have to move 5.
I think what I'm gonna do is for my free action or whatever, I'm gonna move over there with them in hopes to grab another
You still
clue
have
card
one more
out of there, and I have one more action. Yes.
So you're the
Do a lore roll.
I could do that, I suppose. Why not?
you got
I got 2.
Yeah, the last thing we need is an anomaly in that space.
Let's try not to.
So that's me. I'm done.
So, staying where we're at is what's going on?
Yeah.
If we're trying to put clues on there, we gotta get them and then put them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Focusing and gaining money.
It's
So,
either that or
I'm going to...
going to spend money, and I don't know.
Well, you don't have any money, do you?
No, I don't. I am all out.
That doesn't help me being there. Could be helpful being there to repair, because you can repair potentially at the... Except if you don't get the clue, you can repair. So, I can't... I could...
Just gonna let
Trade
you guys
that-
know,
I can-
I'm gonna use my turn to go down here.
yeah,
Because I
well,
need
then
to
use your
know-
turn.
So
If you know
I'm
what you're
gonna
going to
do
do.
that, and then I'm going to roll lore and just try to get rid of that. Because why not? Nope.
Okay, so
Yeah, because you're not gonna get a chance with the.
I could
Anomaly.
trade then move. I need some cash when I get there. That's what I'll. That's.
If you need time, I can go.
If you know what you're doing, go.
Yeah, I gotta fight dude.
You can do it.
I also know what I'm doing, so I'll go after you.
Yeah, if anybody knows what the...
I don't know what
We're trying to figure out what the
Oh.
best... Well, you're right there.
Okay.
I'm going to focus and then try to put a clue on there.
And then you got another turn.
And
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna
So you're
move.
staying in that spot. So the question is whether I should
You'll be
trade...
engaged if you go
Oh,
here.
we can
What does he
freely...
do?
It's the same thing that we've been fighting this whole time.
which
No,
one
but
do you
what he moves towards the anomaly, the unstable.
Yeah,
3,
which
6,
currently is
7.
where he's at. So this one behind you is going to
So
move
if I
2 towards
institute
this
a
guy.
trade here, we can get some money to her.
Here.
Yeah, we're in the same
Ready.
spot.
You can move 2 spaces.
Yeah, but I want to.
Because I don't want to give up all my money because it's money to heal down here. And I want to get
Yeah, I
down to
can
where I
give
can
her mine.
possibly money to
No.
heal.
I want to try to clear.
And I might be able to heal something if one of us can heal something and still be in the space to...
Yeah.
I'm done.
I'm where I need
You
to
have
be
money,
right?
right?
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I went down there.
So that's...
Need to heal my sanity.
What do I get by spending relics over there?
Remnants to get either cash or weapons.
Okay.
Or items, I think.
Yeah, that's common item. It's got the gun on the deck.
Who knows?
Oh, there is that, isn't it?
You can either gain money or gain common items.
Well, game money is poo because we got money bags over there, and I haven't been able to do anything with it.
You could also trade her money.
No, that's what probably she's going to initiate a trade action. Is what he's trying to get at.
Isn't everything 2 more right now also?
It is, except for the fact that I
You need
have...
to get that.
Not for me. I could pass an influence. Yeah, anyway. So I think... I'm just going to move and gather. And when I gather, I can roll an influence test.
And then move.
I passed.
It's alright.
So I get 3.
I'll do it next time.
Tree.
And maybe that will get me an item.
Okay, so
Or
everybody's
make it
gone, right?
accessible.
There you go.
Not yet.
Well, yeah, I can. I'm not doing anything. I'm staying over there. I think.
You can focus.
So yes, my plan was to focus and throw an item
clue on
on
the
there.
token.
Yeah. So I'm gonna focus my observation because that's what you need to get there. So that was going to be a 4 plus 2 for being whatchamacallit.
Observant.
And I get to add +1 to these dice rolls. For the love of... Come on.
There you go.
No, there's not a single 5 in, or 5 or 6.
I'll intervene.
Nah.
No, he's got a reroll thing.
Oh yeah, do you?
Once per round, I can re-roll. I wanted it for the...
What the heck?
I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm cursed. I mean,
Hey!
Really in that
3
roll.
successes now.
I only have 1. That's the problem.
That's one more over here anyway.
All right. And now... No, I didn't gain a clue, so... That was... Yep, I'm done. Okay.
Okay, now everyone's gone, right?
Yep.
So only
Did you initiate a
active-
trade action, Mike, or no? You moved?
No. I got more money.
All right.
Okay, monsters that are ready activate, which are these guys.
So where's the
They-
unstable spaces?
Yeah.
The black cave.
Move 2 towards there.
He's
You
already
become
there.
ready.
So, yep, at the end. So, yep.
All right, so nothing too horrible there.
Nobody's engaged or anything, right? Right.
No.
And encounter phase.
All right. So, come on, John.
And I lost my reroll.
Yes.
It's still healthy.
Yeah.
You're in
Now,
the,
damn
you're
it.
in the aisle.
Yeah.
The hut seems deserted except for a trinket on the table. You gain 1 curio item.
Okay.
Draw until you get a curio.
Common weapon. Common weapon. Common curio weapon. And shuffle? Or...
Yeah, I don't recall. I think put it on top. But
So there's weapons there, guys.
series of names and dates is scratched into the door. Check lore.
Okay, lore's 3. Nope.
Man, yours.
It can help, or is there something else you want to do first?
So up to you. I need 6s though, is what the problem is. So I don't know. How can you help?
I roll,
Oh,
and then my result is yours.
so your results are better than mine. That's okay. Fine.
So we'll put 1 on the token of faith, 1 on me, but because I use token of faith, I get 1 back. So
As long as the 1 doesn't put you insane.
Yeah.
No, I've got go.
You can remove it though. Yeah, it can't be your last one.
Yeah. Then I would have just cashed it.
All right. You need one success.
So it's -1, so 4, 5, -1. Yes.
There you go.
If you pass, you notice a correlation between the dates and events through Arkham's history. You gain 1 clue from your neighborhood.
Hey, that was worth it. Okay, so now I got something else to put on there.
Now
next
the
turn.
unstable space is the river docks. Just so you know. Right there.
Someone pull the next one for me.
Are you in the same?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, we're all there except
She's in
for
the aisle.
He's in the aisle.
My
Dexter
character
Ward is in the aisle.
is in the aisle.
A thick fog rolls in over the island. You fear you might never escape it. Test will.
$1, and I
Oh,
will
not
focus.
Will's bad.
Let's.
Why didn't I get the lore one?
Let's do
Huh.
will.
No.
I can't help you now.
Thank you.
If you fail, you sleep in the cold, damp mist until morning. You suffer 1 horror and become delayed.
Awesome. I'm delayed.
That sucks.
That wasn't a clue on that.
No.
Didn't have a clue symbol. Okay.
I'm going to do his next.
Where is he at?
He's in the fissure.
Aha.
And you've got 2 on you. There are slender figures dancing down the street, contorted into impossible poses and trailing colors. Somewhere someone is playing the flutes.
So it's just a Cirque du Soleil.
You're going to do a will roll -1.
Oh, my will is only 3, so it's 2. Yes.
Got it?
You did, yeah.
All right. If you pass, you see the figures for what they truly are and banish them from your minds. You remove 2 doom from your space and gain 1 remnant.
Yay. Finally got a remnant.
And then 1 for me.
And you are
TikTok Club.
TikTok Club. You trade bar tricks with another patron and draw up a crowd. See if you can figure out this next one. He says observation check.
Observation is 3. Got
Nice.
it.
Yes.
If you pass, he pays for your meal. You or an ally recovers 3 health.
That's what you needed.
No,
Well, you needed
sanity.
sanity, but it doesn't hurt.
7. It's only healed 2.
Okay, and then
And
I'll
I
draw for rank.
Actually,
So I have a
I
really
can
serious
choose
question
any ally
here.
for that one.
I
Does
am
anybody
at River
need-
Docks.
Does anybody need the health more than I do?
Is it ally as
Ally.
Allies and like
card?
the
Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Okay, River Docks. The work gang is happy to accept your help loading heavy crates into the riverboat. Test your strength.
I just don't see the heiress joining in.
Got it.
Okay, you will gain $1 for every success you rolled.
2
When the
successes.
job is done, the foreman walks over and jams his thumb into the braces of his overalls. We always need more help, he says. You become a stevedore, which must be one of those
Get
special...
Another
thing.
is not a
You're a
clue.
performer and
a stevedore. Talent retainer. After you perform a gather resources action in the merchant district, test strength. If you pass, gain an additional $2. Oh my god.
All the money.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed with money in this game because it's not really helping
it might
us.
be just our.
I've got
our
$11.
particular-
We're trying to stop the horror, and he's just working.
This is
I don't
crazy.
know what kind of working he's
All right,
doing,
So I
but
have a serious
This is
question.
crazy.
Yeah.
If you cooked and ate Cthulhu, would it be calamari or takoyaki?
I don't know what that is. But I'm gonna go
He's
with
not
the
a squid.
2.
He's an octopus.
He's an octopus.
then
He's gonna,
takoyaki.
he's gonna taste like an octopus to me. I mean, I guess it depends what part of him you eat, because the wings are probably gonna be pretty meh.
So I'm thinking the tentacle.
All right, so that was the encounters. Now we're bagging it.
It's a pleasant term. Blank.
News.
I gotta tell you, I'm basically leaving all the junk for you guys and blaming you guys for the end of the world. We have no one to blame but ourselves. Opinion. Our choices have placed us on this path. New civic engagement required. Advertisers deserve its share of blame. Place 2 doom in your space unless you gain a dark pact condition. Can we afford 2 doom there? Yeah. I say yes.
Shelby can
the
get
dark
rid of
packs are different depending on which card you draw. That they're like shuffled.
Yeah. It could be bad stuff.
Yeah.
So which side is supposed to be up?
That side's supposed to be up.
I'm gonna go with place 2 doom on there, guys. That's actionable. Dark Pact, who knows?
I mean, at least all the portals will be open, right?
Yeah, we're going to get a poll because we just started drawing.
No, I didn't think about that, but oh well.
Yep. Okay. Yep, that did it. Unvisited Isle.
The other stand,
went into the box.
Yeah, so.
Put it on top of him. There you go. You're super mega delayed.
It's all my fault.
super mega delayed.
It's this space.
And I got
fault.
another one. I got 2 dooms in a row.
Well, whatever it is, it's going on here.
Yeah.
This gets turned up. So the TikTok Club is the unstable space.
Should be one
You
more
think?
because there's up to 6 players. It's in a baggie right there. I see it.
Maybe I should have just taken the. Oh, whatever. We're screwed if we do.
We're screwed in all
Aspects.
everything.
Yes.
Okay, it's your turn.
So is this typically what happens? People
Yeah,
get in and
yeah.
You guys fail?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, royally trumped on crushed.
Arkham Horror is not an easy game to win.
It was like a game of Dark Souls. Prepare to die.
Right.
That Dark Souls
So
just
I
like
got
no.
the burst of fun.
Oh, nice.
This one at least gives you
That's it.
the as a thought.
That's game over.
As a thought has come.
That's 13. Lost in time.
Are you triggering as a thought or? Are you
13 or more doom. Read the blind chaos. That hit 13 exactly.
Yeah.
The Demon Sultan emerges from the Great Rift over Arkham, and all air is sucked from the atmosphere in an instant. Earthquakes and volcanic eruptions tear the Earth's crust apart. All remaining life on Earth lasts for no more than few fleeting moments of pain, or rather, they would feel pain if they had their minds not already been shattered. Somehow you survive long enough to watch everything else die. Investigators lose the game.
Not that I expected a different outcome, especially not for the first play, but anyway.
Still, it's disheartening.
This is so I don't know if I played the first edition or second edition, but the one I played, it was easy to win.
You might have been doing something wrong. I don't know any edition of Arkham Horror that's easy to win. I really have not encountered such a beast.
We annually play it.
Yeah. Our success ratio is at best.
What was it? 1 out of
5
or 6? 5.
Yeah.
Maybe we just did really well the times.
I don't know, potentially, but there's a lot of times people. So what ends up when I hear that, a lot of times is people didn't quite pay attention to like what happens when gates open, monsters spawn. There's too many monsters. There's this cascading horrible effects in these games. It's
like a pandemic effect.
Yeah, well, and there's a little bit you see it here with this. This is sort of new, and it's definitely
it may not have
doing
been
that.
Arkham Horror because there weren't gates, but when you fought the monsters, you got benefits. You gained something from beating the monster, but it was one of these Cthulhu.
Yeah, there's
trophies.
There's Eldritch Horror. You can gain trophies and such, and Twilight. I don't remember about Elder Sign,
but it was this kind of thing. Where
Elder Sign, you roll it,
and then
building,
you were going into
have
different rooms of the building.
So I'm gonna stop us right here.
Oh, that's Mansions of Madness.
Well,
I'll stop it right here. We're going to have this discussion in our review part of the thing. So I'm going to stop this. Thanks for watching, guys. And that was Arkham Horror. We're going to revisit this, I think, well, for sure, during Halloween, our annual Arkham Horror Nights. And then we'll go from there. But all right, thanks for watching, guys. If you're interested, stay tuned, and we'll give you our impressions on what we thought of the game.